This episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast is brought to you, as always, by Thrive Fantasy, the best place for daily fantasy sports and esports. Just pick a game you want some action on and build your lineup from the available player props. Each prop is assigned a point value for both the over and the under based on how likely it is to hit. Hit the most props, rack up the most points, and win a share of the prize pool. It is that simple. Thrive has paid out over $1.5 million in cash prizes to date. So to start raking in the dough, sign up right now, right this second, right now, using promo code WGG, and you will receive an instant match on your first deposit of up to $50. It used to be $25, but we love you so much that we went ahead and doubled it up. I don't know what to tell you. All we know how to do is give. I'm sorry. So to get started today, sign up, use promo code WGG via the Thrive Fantasy app on the App Store or the Google Play Store, or by visiting their website at thrivefantasy.com. Once again, that promo code is WGG. Free money coming at you with your first deposit of up to $50. So go download the app and prop up with us today. Now, without further ado, enjoy episode 209, our fourth birthday edition of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Yo, welcome back to Not Another Gaming Podcast. It is your boy, Papa Dom. I am here live, direct, in the building, in the place to be, all over Al Gore's internet, back once again with my favorite people doing my favorite thing, talking about video games and drinking a beer. So let me tell you something right now. We, before we go any further, have a very illustrious guest here in the building with us. I know this may come as a shock to some of you because clearly, or may not come as a shock to some of you because we say this all the time, because it just is true all the time. But this week is even more. But before we introduce her, we need to build up to it. We need to build up to it. Before we introduce her, I'm going to introduce the other two beautiful people here that I've got with me on a week-to-week basis. My first co-host, when he is not crushing a couple cold daddies or delivering haymakers to his desk, he is beating your favorite journalist to the punch on all the breaking esports and gaming news that you care about. The future Esports Award 2021 reporting Rookie of the Year, living proof that they do, in fact, stack handsome that high. My friend and yours, Mr. Chris P. How are you?
Wow, I got the handsome thrown in. Let's fucking go. I'm doing good. I'm excited to be here. 4 years. I know I said it before we started too, but This was just a little idea in the head. I had no idea this was even happening. I was just the guy that needed to build a website for these two guys, and here I am, baby. 209 episodes, 4 years later. Your boy's still kicking. I'm learning by the day. Didn't know a fucking thing about video games. Now I know a little bit more. Incremental, 1% a day. I think that's what they say. 1% a day, and you'll get there. But I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that we have a phenomenal guest like always. But it's your boy, Chris P, the tallest and the lankiest.
As Al Pacino once said, 1 inch at a time. And of course, my next co-host, you might find him clawing his way out of his gaming backlog 18 days a week here on twitch.tv/wickedgoodgaming, or you can catch him predicting major industry moves before the movers even think of making them. You may also catch him outside of your local physical activity center, decline benching a pair of Chrysler Windstars in between CSGO matches. A man who absolutely has never watched anime before in his life, the clairvoyant, the effervescent Dr. Bob. What it do, baby?
Never watched an anime once in my life.
Bull.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Not even one. I'm doing good. Ask me something right now about the industry, and I'll tell you. It's going to happen. Ask me. Anything. Throw it at me.
When's Halo Infinite coming out?
It's not.
Fuck.
Next question.
He did it again. He don't miss.
I don't miss. I don't miss.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's good.
He's
in the heat of battle, he don't miss.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss. And finally, our most illustrious guest yet, a real-life bard, haver of several degrees. She is a singer and voice actor. You may recognize her as Tyrene Calypso from Borderlands 3, from the Deep Dive series with Filmjoy Media on YouTube, or from her absolutely melting your face off every single week from her live musical performances on Twitch, the rock doc herself, Elisa Melendez, PhD. How are we feeling?
feel amazing. Could you please like walk before me into like literally every situation I'm about to be in? Because this is great.
Imagine that intro everywhere.
I got you.
Everywhere you go.
I'm just so glad we have a real doctor on the show this week.
Well, no.
Oh, two fake doctors. Oh God.
My PhD is in comparative sociology. Like that's like.
Hey, you got a PhD.
Yeah, you're a doctor. PhD means doctor, right? Yeah, you're a doctor. You're good.
Yeah, but like I'm not like saving lives and stuff.
How many years of school is a PhD? Is it 8?
Depends. It depends on what you're going for.
Well, mine, the limit was 9 years. I had 9 years to complete my PhD.
Jesus Christ.
I took all 9. I took all them.
I think it's like that. I mean, it's basically like golf, right? Like at the point where you get to the limit, it's like, just put me down for a 9. Just put me down for a 9. That's what
I mean. I mean, at that point, they were like, "Are you good? Did you write some stuff? Can you like give us like a 45-minute presentation? Just go. Leave us, please. Just go."
9 years later, you have a PhD to show for it. I wish I could say the same. After 9 years, I have no degree to show for it, and a shitload of debt. But I have a video game podcast. So
who's laughing now, Ma?
I'm winning.
Just kidding. My mom supports this podcast. She really likes it.
It's like when you're on the fucking plane. It's like that meme when you're on the plane and someone goes down and your dad just stares at you. He's like, it's crazy. It's not like they're yelling for a podcast host right now.
How about you ask your Patreon supporters if they can help?
Why don't you see if anybody has Twitch Prime to save him right now? Oh my God. Maybe he could raid you with a party of 3 and bring him back.
It's like, maybe, if you do chest compression, just pretend that you're smashing that like button.
Oh my God. I'm putting that in the next video.
Is there a doctor
I'll put it in the next video. Easy.
Is there a doctor in the chat?
Chuck, you here?
Yeah, technically we do have one doctor in the community though, so we do.
Yeah. Technically, I'm not a doctor, so.
Gasp.
Oh my God! I said it since day one. Shut up.
I know. No, that's true. Bob has said multiple times, like, I would like to preface this by saying I am not a real doctor and I cannot recognize this. So
hey, I could go back to school for 2 years and I could also get my PhD, but I'm not gonna fucking do it.
Nah.
Doctor, the only doctor.
I like to say that I would recommend it, but
I can't. I don't have it left. I don't have anything in me anymore. I'm burnt out.
Nothing left in the tank.
Absolutely nothing.
The only doctor that we acknowledge is the doctor of thugonomics, John Cena.
True.
So.
True. Dr. McGillicuddy, really good guy.
Oh, shout out to him. Shout out to him. Got me through many medical crises. That Dr. McGillicuddy.
Many tough mornings he's helped me out of.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's awful to say, but hey, shout out, doctor.
All right, so let's get right into it. It is episode 209. It is our 4th birthday, which means that we are just like 3 or 4 years away from being able to be signed by a professional esports organization. So, super exciting.
Super exciting
great stuff. But before we do anything, before we go anywhere, let us kick off this 4th birthday episode with a little weekend recap.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? We lit!
All right. Dr. Bob, yourself, how was your weekend, sir?
It was okay. I had a much needed long weekend. Stayed relatively remote for the entire weekend, with everything going on. Only saw the family for about an hour on Thanksgiving. But I did spend some time with my cousins, Chris too, and Tuna. So that was nice. Other than that, there was like a lot of just random shit going on this weekend, so I stayed in for the most part. I did a bunch of streaming. I finally beat BioShock Infinite. Took care of that. Nailed that one this weekend. Been playing a lot more Counter-Strike. What else? Saturday, I was trying to stay in, but it was like late, and I was starting to drink. And Bags our Juggalo correspondent, lives down the street from me. So he texted me while the fights are going on, and he was like, "Hey, you want to come by?" And I was like, "Fuck, hold on." All right, fine, I'm coming. Hold on.
I'll be here soon.
Yeah, and I just walked to his house and watched a couple of the fights, and then walked back. But yeah, that's about it. Beat BioShock, play more Counter-Strike. I don't know what's up next in the backlog. I think I have to finish Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
I think I have like a quarter of that game left. Other than that, I think that's about it. God, I need this fucking weekend though, because it's been such a long fucking week. I need to get the fuck out of here. I need to take a nap. Okay? I need a fucking nap. That's all I want is a fucking nap.
Love it.
That's it.
Love it. I hope you get it. I hope you get everything that you're looking for. Chris, how about you?
My weekend was good. Thursday was Thanksgiving, so I'll roll that into the weekend. It was obviously different for everyone this year. I went to my side of the family's house. I was like whatever, 5, 6 of us there, whatever. And it's a side of the family that doesn't drink. So I'm like, great, this is going to be a fucking snooze fest. Like, no one's having fun. This is going to stink. And I've never felt so great / bad about myself when I walked in at noon. And my aunt's like, Chris, I bought some booze for you to have. I go, yeah. And she pulled out a handle of Tito's and handed it to me. I was like, do you know like how much you're supposed to? Obviously, I'm going to put a dent in it. But I was like, no one else here is drinking. You bought a handle. So I'm like, all right, cool. She goes, yeah, well, I got soda waters over here. I got Trulies in the fridge. I'm like, wow, I'm getting banged up. So before you know it, we're sitting there. We already ate. And I'm just still taking a couple vodsods for a ride. And out of nowhere, she walks by me and she goes, the Tito's is starting to kick in. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm sitting here fucking eating another serving of stuffing, minding my business. I'm bored as shit. You guys are talking about like QVC. I don't care. Like, I'm bored. And after that, the whole kind of like spiraled, everything blended together because I felt like that was a weekend. So Friday sat one out, I believe, and then Saturday I saw Dom. We watched the boxing matches, the Mike Tyson fight, the Jake Paul, Nate Robinson fight, and got to see some performances. You know, French Montana, Sway Lee, the Good Peoples. Took another dozen Trulies for a ride. It was a good time. Very sad to see Nate Robinson get pummeled by a YouTuber. It was very sad to see. I was very upset. I lost money betting on Nate Robinson. I never thought I would say I lost money at the hands of Jake Paul. Never. And here I talk about being down bad. Oh, great. What a day.
You actually bet that fight on my couch 15 minutes prior to it starting, too. You were like, oh, I'm putting the house on Nate Robinson. And then he got knocked down 3 times in the first round.
Hold on. Did I just walk back to hearing that you bet the house on Nate Robinson? Someone who was
but I
never boxed once.
I went with the whole athlete side of things. I thought he wouldn't have been able to hold it down, but he was just sprinting at him, going for legs. As soon as he did that, like for the 15th time, I was like, yeah, I am screwed. And then he just got knocked out.
He did it 6 times and got knocked out, 4 times?
Whatever, I lost. I'm over it now. I'll make it back Sunday, hopefully. But yeah, that's about it. As for what I've been playing Black Ops Cold War pretty much. And then believe it or not, I'm so bored with games. I started playing Fortnite again yesterday. That's about it. That's all I got.
The Galactus event thing was cool, though.
That was really cool. They actually broke a record. It's the highest concurrent players that they've had in a Fortnite event. I believe it was 15.3 million. And then they had like 3.5 million people watching it across Twitch and YouTube. So it was big for them. It was really cool. I mean, it's not really my cup of tea, but I was only doing it for the content and the videos.
The tent.
But yeah, that was it. The tent. Tent don't sleep.
The tent don't sleep. Lisa, how about you?
I don't sleep. Nice. I needed a nap also. The weekend was full of leftovers. We spent it just the 2 of us here at the house. Didn't go see family, and we were like, we're not gonna make a turkey, yo. Like no. So we basically just looked up like mad copycat recipes, and we did a copycat honey baked ham and a copycat set of like Texas Roadhouse rolls, and then just like champed on that throughout the weekend. So that was pretty dope. As far as games, I have a regular rotation now of like I'll do a little bit of Hades now that I've rolled credits on it. I want to do more runs because I feel like there's still more story to unlock. So I'm still doing those runs, and I mean that game is just freaking delightful. I love that game so much. It's so good. Also, the kind of hit of the quar for me has been No Man's Sky multiplayer vibes.
Oh, really?
Which is pretty freaking dope. So we picked it up, I think, as soon as it might have like recently come to Game Pass, like just as quarantine hit or something. And it was like right after like some of the most major updates that they did. So when we came in like April, we're like, this game is amazing. I don't know what everybody else is saying about No Man's Sky. This game's dope. And it's really cool multiplayer because like you could just kind of like once you get through the kind of like, you know, fatui, like first time user experience tutorial type stuff, and you just kind of get into the open exploration of it, it's dope as hell. It's basically like kind of like the same experience that I had with Minecraft multiplayer, except it's like, oh, it's in space, and I could just basically spend my time jumping from planet to planet, like strip mining them and crashing economies, and it's freaking gorgeous.
Perfect.
It is chill as hell.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I've heard good things about like the kind of revamp that they did, like the relaunch of everything, and I mean, just like a lot of other like really hyped games over the last couple years, I feel like it's had its like big overhaul update. You know, and the people that have stuck with it, and you know, it's able to kind of like get some new fans here and there. So it's cool. I'm glad to see that it's still kind of, you know, got a nice little following and is able to pick up some new players here and there, because I know that there's lots of folks, lots of friends of mine too, who are like emotionally invested so much into that game only to have it come out and be so disappointing at the start. But it's good to hear that it's doing well though.
Dom, my friend.
It's
That viewers, I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no! But it's fun as hell. And I'm in between those things. I'm also debating whether or not to restart my Animal Crossing island. I don't know.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
I feel like you have to restart the island. That's like if I picked my Switch back up and loaded back into Animal Crossing, my villagers must hate me. I haven't talked to them in 5 months. I haven't done anything. There's gonna be weeds everywhere. It's gonna be. I might just have to start it over so I don't have to face them. There's like one person, Champ. He's an English bulldog looking guy. I'm very scared of him. I don't want to talk to him. So I might just start a whole new island. Scary dude. I kind of want to kick him off my island. He's kind of a freeloader. He just like bums off of people. Fucking rat. Tom, how was your weekend, pal?
It was pretty good. Thanksgiving was pretty low key. Had lots of leftovers. My mother usually makes gigantic Italian dishes for Thanksgiving, so like we don't even talk about the turkey. We just talk about like the gigantic lasagna that she's gonna make. So I had that for leftovers like probably 5 times because there was just so much of it. There's 5 of us. There is 5 of us. There was enough lasagna for 400 people. I mean, probably easily, no lie, like an 18-pound tray of lasagna. Just insanity. So that was great. Friday night, pretty relaxing evening. Day after Thanksgiving, you know, like I'm not working retail anymore. I'm not worrying about Black Friday. Loving that. I think we watched Home Alone 2, which was great. Start the Christmas movie watching. Can't wait to continue that. So we got our tree up this weekend, which was great. Got that all decorated. We're going to talk about that again in a minute. We also did a little DIY project this weekend and installed a new vanity in our bathroom. So that took up the entire Saturday, which was great. It was great. It was actually nice to do the project, and it's like a good little like sense of self-accomplishment. So there's still a little bit of work that needs to be done.
So old. You're getting so old, man.
Shut up, Chris. You have a fucking bottle of margarita mix and mustard in your fridge. Shut up.
I'm living, baby. I still have that college mindset. If it doesn't have mold on it, it's still good.
That's Chris, as someone who's experienced this firsthand, not true.
Well, a little bit of mold's good for you. That's what I've heard.
Also, not true.
I mean, blue cheese has mold all over it, and it's delicious, and it doesn't make you sick.
Touche.
It's not mold all over it. There's a difference.
It's intentional mold.
It's pasteurized.
Yeah, but mold's mold, man. I don't know.
Well, that's for our next podcast, which is all about bacteria. So Saturday night, got together for the fights with Chris, with my brother. And so we ended up going out to a local watering hole, which has been hit pretty fucking bad because of COVID. Like, they were closed for like 3 months because of a fire. and then they stayed closed for basically the whole year because of COVID, and they just reopened on Halloween, completely renovated, making the most of it. All the social distancing practices were like on lock, tables nice and far apart. So I'm like, you know what? I could go for a couple draft beers and some wings. So we went there, and wouldn't you know it, lo and behold, this place is playing every fucking major banger of the last 15 years. They're playing dance hall music. They were playing reggaeton. They were playing the hip hop music. All the hits brought me back to the Dickies and like white South Pole fitted hat days. Like, I mean, I was in a mode.
Cranked all the way up too.
I was all the way up, literally. And restaurants in Massachusetts, I mean Nebraska, have to close at like 9 o'clock or like 9:30, and they played "Snap Your Fingers" by Little John and cranked it up to 3,000 15 minutes before they closed. Me and Chris are sitting there like vibing like you wouldn't believe. We're on Neptune, and these people, you mean to tell me that it's going to be last call in 30 seconds? How could you play?
You know, it really got us before they kicked us out. Sean Paul came on.
They played the whole first Sean Paul album, and I was like, you should be. I'd rather go to prison than leave right now.
We had 5 shots at dinner.
I mean,
you never had a choice.
Never had a choice. I mean, I was just appalled, and so we left there on a high, which was good. Went back to the house, kept the good times going. We watched Nate Robinson get put into sleep mode by one of the Paul brothers. That sucked. And we missed like half the fights because we were there like just vibing at this play. I mean,
do you know what was great about that though?
What?
All the fucking memes that came afterwards that are still being created today.
Oh, they're
It's
so
a good template.
Mwah.
Yeah. People were just going back to the well on the Manny Pacquiao memes from a couple years ago with like Simba like over him, like when he was over Mufasa, and all the other ones. Like, yeah, they were just like, all right, let's just open up that old Photoshop file. Let's just slide Nate Robinson in there. Perfect. So yeah, no, it was pretty good. All in all, really good weekend. Shadowlands came out, so I've been playing that nonstop like a fucking fiend all over again. I know. I see you covering your face, but you can't hide. You dread it. You've run from it, but the resub is gonna still arrive. I hit level 60 already. Loved the game's campaign. They also implemented probably the best like alt leveling program, and it's probably the best thing they've ever added to the game. The new leveling experience is fantastic. Really loving it. I've seen a couple like bullshit articles about the game, trashing it for various reasons, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm having a fucking blast. I'm having a blast. And there's so many people in our community that are playing it right now, and it's great to have a bunch of people there, getting ready to do different types of content and team up on that. So it's just it's great if you're playing it alone. It's one of the best experiences in the game if you're playing it with friends. So, all right, speaking of games that you can play with friends. No, wait. Yeah, no, speaking of games that you can play with friends. Elisa, you like music. You're a music person, right?
I was like, what kind of podcast is this?
Yeah.
Playing games with friends.
Video games?
Okay.
So you consider yourself a relatively musical person.
Smidge.
Yeah, just like touch and go here and there. So I know that you like to stream the music. There's been a lot of headlines lately. There's been a lot of things lately about how streaming music is bad, and I have a feeling that I'm about to get sent to the gulag if my iTunes accidentally turns on during the stream. So streaming music is bad, and there's a lot of people that stream music just like yourself, and there's a lot of good music games that are out right now that people are still playing. I know that you've streamed Rocksmith a bunch. People are still playing Rock Band all the time. Fuser just came out, and it's amazing. So I wanted to touch on that and talk about like the current state of music games. Like, you have all these experiences that are better with friends. They are, some of my favorite gaming memories are playing Rock Band with like a full 4-piece band in my buddy's living room. And I'll start with you, Elisa. Like, what do you think? Where are we going with this? Like, what's the current like state of the union for music games, especially ones that can be streamed? And like, where can you see these things going?
Well, as I adjust myself. So before I do anything, I'm going to give a small plug to one of my friends, my very best friend, Ryan Corella, because I'm not an entertainment lawyer, but he is, and he has a podcast called Break the Business. It's not a gaming podcast, so it's not in competition. You're fine.
right.
Y'all are good. Y'all are good. But it's basically for anybody who's specifically like an indie musician, trying to make their way, basically without trying to have to rely on a record deal. But as part of the podcast, he's like, hey, people are turning to things like Twitch, especially during the pandemic when we have no gigs, no gigs. So it's rough because I occupy like 3 different spaces as a person who has had her music licensed in a video game before. For me as an indie artist, I'm torn because I'm a fan of people being introduced to my music via all sorts of different methods, right? And that's kind of the common argument is that, but it's exposure. We should be able to do this. Pero at the same time, when you play a cover song at a bar, the bar venue would have paid a license. You hear that DJ playing that Sean Paul, bumping it,
Oh yeah.
trying to get you to leave, but also not leave, apparently, because why would you play Sean Paul? But that venue would have paid a license potentially to a place like ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC, who own things like publishing rights and stuff. And basically, it's the right for us to play music, right? Twitch isn't necessarily a bar like that, and so just because you're like, I paid for my Spotify license, like I could just like stream music. It's like you're not necessarily paying for everybody else's listening experience either, right? So like you already get paid like nothing from Spotify, and so like as an artist, you're kind of like, beans.
Yeah.
So like always like support the artists you love like directly for free by sharing their stuff, but also monetarily if you can. If they have a band camp, you could go there and throw them a little bit of something. But in terms of like actual music games, it then obviously becomes way more difficult for music games. Yes, I see somebody in the chat mentioning Bandcamp Friday. That is, I believe, a Friday a month where Bandcamp takes no fees from whenever you purchase music. So basically, the indie artist gets 100% of their stuff. In terms of music games, what they would have to do is figure out ways to work with record labels in their licensing agreements to allow for this kind of broadcasting potentially. Twitch, and obviously not a lawyer, so I have no idea how all this works. But what it is it's a reckoning for copyright law because it's old as hell, and the only reason that anybody wants to deal with any kind of changes to copyright law to make use of this new reality we're living in, where this is a very valid form of marketing and advertising, to the point where if you see a lot of games EULAs nowadays, they'll actually give you like, no, yeah, you're cool, stream this.
Mm-hmm.
We're down. Games adding, the kind of muted audio option to kind of work within this reality now, but the laws haven't caught up yet, and the record labels haven't caught up yet. And I feel like the only time the copyright law ever gets messed with is, when like, Disney gets involved. Because, whenever Steamboat Willie gets threatened, then they're like, well, wait a minute.
Well, hold on. Hold on. Just a second.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Before any of our shit gets in the public domain, we gotta revise this stuff.
If you want to sing I'll Make a Man Out of You on Twitch, you better fucking pay up.
I want to, but they won't let me. God.
No, don't do. Well, I mean, what's going to end up happening is that the issue is because so many folks. This is kind of like me as like a sociologist talking here. I think that if the idea that so many musicians moved to Twitch during quarantine, and especially things with Fortnite and, concerts happening in Fortnite and all that stuff. I think now the music industry is actually paying attention and being like, well, wait a minute. What's this Twitch thing? Because you do stuff on YouTube and you have all sorts of kind of processes of things that mute or, transfer the monetization to the actual artist, but your stuff isn't necessarily blocked or muted. Twitch is going to have to come up with a way to do that quick.
I think with so this is just kind of what I see from the outside looking in. I feel like with Twitch, it's gone so long with, I don't even want to say them turning a blind eye, but there's no way that no strikes were coming in over the past couple of years. So I think it's something that they potentially just shrugged off for so long. And now they're really cracking down and they're getting multiple thousands of DMCA requests per week. And now they're trying to do things. And I think they have such a bad, the music labels are, it's like the RIAA or whatever, the people that are going at Twitch right now. I think there's such a bad taste in their mouth with Twitch where it's like, all right, well, fuck these guys. Like they kind of swept everything in the rug for so long. So I think that there's an uphill battle for Twitch right now to kind of get in the right space with this company or this whatever industry, RIAA, whatever. What is that considered, a company?
Well, it's the recording industry, I think, of Artists of America. It's basically just like the big, union of folks.
Yeah, so whatever the union is, I feel like you have to get back right with them because not for nothing, this existed on YouTube a while back too, but things were just no, but the thing is, it seems too late right now, but there's always a way out of things.
Hold on, but I brought this up on the podcast previously. You can finish what you're saying, but I'll tell you why I think it's too late.
Good.
All right, so I brought it up previously on the podcast where a lot of this coincidentally happened around the same time Twitch was trying to roll out their whatever their
soundtrack.
Their soundtrack thing was. And they were trying to use that as a workaround to actually paying legitimate licensing fees, but they didn't. So the RIAA sees that soundtrack is trying to bypass all of the licensing. And they were like, okay, you know what? Fuck this. We're going to start striking everybody on your platform. Well, coincidentally, it all happened at the same time.
Do you think that they were already getting bombarded by the RIAA before they tried to release soundtrack? And it was like, whoa, buddy. Like, we've been trying to get in touch with you over what you've been doing. And now you're trying to back end it.
No,
there had to be things coming in prior to that.
So according to the multiple Twitch statements that they made, excuse me, they were receiving like a dozen a year. Now they're receiving thousands a day. I feel like it's more than a coincidence that it all starts happening at the same time that they try to release soundtrack, a fucking bypass to actual licensing payments, that now all of a sudden they're getting thousands of DMCAs a day.
Yeah, piss them off. No, that makes sense.
You poke it's like you're poking at the fucking industry. It's like a sleeping bear, right? You go into the cave, you start taking some of that sleeping bear's food away, right? And then the sleeping bear wakes up, or it's like about to wake up, and it sees you taking some food, and you stop. You stop, and you put it back. But then you go back one day, and you start taking more of that food, and that bear fucking sees it. And that bear's like, you know what?
I trusted you, you motherfucker.
Fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm going to DMCA every single person on your platform because I don't give a shit. Also, shout out to Mizkif, who absolutely fucking roasted Twitch staff going into his chat. Preach that fucking guy. Preached our king Mizkif for roasting Twitch staff when they tried shitting on him during his stream.
That was so funny. I think Twitch staff came into his chat and they were just like, "Oh, like, are you ever gonna get good content?" And then out of nowhere, Mizkif's like, "How about you figure your own shit out? Yeah, figure your own shit out first. Don't come into my channel and tell me to get content when I can't even go out in public and stream because music's gonna be playing and I'm gonna be banned." That was hilarious. That was so good.
It was so good. What a fucking awesome response. Imagine someone coming into your stream, you're one of the most successful people on the platform, just to try to roast you in front of your own chat, and then getting absolutely fucking scorched. Daenerys Targaryen scorching the earth.
You want to hear something cool that I actually found yesterday? I think I was one of the first people with this on the internet too. No, not to brag or anything, but OBS came out with an update. I think it was 6 days ago. That within that update, there's a way that you can mask or completely disable audio going onto a Twitch VOD. So the only way to really, and once again, like practice this at your own discretion. I don't know how it goes, but if you're not going to get hit with a live DMCA, there's nothing on your VOD to DMCA you for because you can shut that track off and it doesn't show up on it. Kind of nutty. It's like it's something that, like, I don't know if it's intentional. It must be with everything going on in the world. OBS trying to get on everyone's good side. Not that they were ever not on their good side, but kind of like, and I got you. I don't know. I think that's it's something we're gonna see practiced. I can guarantee it.
Yeah, for sure,
dude. I genuinely think, like, you see what's going on right now with games like Cyberpunk. Granted, Cyberpunk needed a get out to be like, sorry, we delayed our game 3 times, but by the way, you can stream it at least. You know, they needed that get out of jail free card, but like the way that they're doing it, implementing a DMCA free playlist into their game that's essentially seamless, that we know of right now. The game hasn't released yet, but that should be the gold standard going forward with every single game. When I was playing through the Cold War campaign, you can't play that game. Dude.
They probably play Fortunate Son within the first 15 seconds of the campaign. Am I wrong?
15 seconds, you spawn into a bar.
I knew it.
And it's just boom. You know what? Fuck it. Your stream's down. Your DMCA will see you in court. Stop. Stop.
Sorry, my mouth guitar is too good.
If we get banned, we get banned. I want to go to YouTube. Fuck this platform.
Stop. We tried this before. Remember what happened with Mixer? We tried this before.
We went into the grave. No, Mixer's a lot. Like, I'd rather be like, yo, what up, Fwiz? Like, granted, he doesn't know us from a hole in the wall, but I'd rather go over there. They're trying to do shit.
Saw you last night at the hotel.
Stop.
Everyone knows, but they won't tell.
I'm deleting the VOD. This is not going up on YouTube.
One last thing. I promise I won't.
Half-hearted smiles tell me something just ain't right.
You just signed up for a duet. Next time we can see each other in person. You know what you just
Let's
did.
Let's go.
Yo, best part of that song. I was off to drink you away. That part's chill every time. Shut up, Kid Rock. Get him on the show. Kid Rock, what up, bro?
Really quick, before we go anywhere else, there's 2 things that I wanted to get to. One, Disco D in the chat. Elisa, there was a question for you about... Wait a minute, let me scroll back up. What do you think about Darren Korb and Ashley Barrett's stuff? I thought of them and thought you might have an opinion on those guys' approach to music.
Okay. So, admittedly, maybe this is the same as admitting that I've never seen an anime before, even though I have.
True, I've never seen an anime before.
An anime. I have not played any other Supergiant games other than Hades. Hades is my first Supergiant game. So I'm just kind of getting into the idea that, like, Ashley Barrett is the singer and Darren is the composer, and that's like a common thread throughout, I think, like all of the games in the studio, which is dope. The first time I heard Ashley Barrett's voice as Eurydice and read the lyrics to the song, I was going through, well, who isn't going through some stuff this year? But I was going through some stuff. And so it was like the first time I heard that and I saw the subtitles and the lyrics, I cried. I actually cried a little bit because her voice is so pure and clear and clean. Yeah. And I'm a big lyric hound anyway, so I'm like, when the lyrics just hit you right in the feels, and it's just
I gotta play that game. I'm gonna
gorgeous.
Download it. It's on Switch, right? I'm gonna download it for my Switch.
Oh yeah, it's great on Switch.
Let's go.
It's awesome on Switch.
Wait, I have a DMCA question really quick. I believe I read this today. I forget who posted it, or I would say who it was, but they said, why doesn't Twitch try to do something like a watch party like they do with some movies, where they'll like have one set playlist, and when you're in there, you can like use that, and there's like credit at the bottom, exactly who it is, and you can click through to their stuff. So granted, they would have to go out and like, I don't know how the industry works, like pay for that license at that time.
Yeah.
But if you pay for it for like that one playlist, maybe you could strike a deal for like, this is part of the playlist for 1 month. And then if you want to renew, we can do that. If we want to renew, we can do that. And they can keep mixing in different songs until they build different genres. I don't know. I feel like that could be...
Yeah. I think the whole process behind that is the watch parties thing comes with Twitch Prime. So because Prime is associated with Amazon, Amazon fucking owns Twitch at this point. Like, if you have Amazon Prime, you're capable of watching these things regardless.
Yeah.
If you have
Amazon
Prime,
Music is free if you have Prime too.
Hey, I'm not fucking Twitch staff, okay? I don't make the rules.
Just saying.
Now, I will say that the contract to put folks on Amazon Music would be different from this scenario, and so every single person on Amazon Music would probably, they might have to like sign new contracts potentially,
Right.
to sort of factor that kind of specific use case in. That's what I would think. I'm not a lawyer. My friend is, and I might have absorbed some things via osmosis and/or a game of telephone. But I think it would have to be just like a totally different use case, because it's kind of a different animal.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be a freaking nightmare.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine. So like for the table, is this enough to kill Twitch? You think, or at least like make like YouTube creep even higher? I don't think Twitch is going anywhere. I think that people are pissed off about it, but it's not going anywhere. It's even something too. Like I was watching Nick Merch yesterday in the Fortnite event, and his like editor was like, "Hey, you're gonna see the music coming. Stream it. We like want it for the video, but just set up like a push to mute and mute it throughout the whole thing." And at one point, he was playing with someone, I forget who it was, might have been like Cypher PK or Tim the Tabman or something. And he was like, "I don't give a fuck. I'm playing it through. I'll just delete the VOD and grab it," which from the history doesn't help because it goes into some sort of back-end system where people have the ability to clip it or something like that. And even if you don't have the ability to clip on someone's channel, you can still get it. It's very easy to go back into the VOD, screen record, bada bing, bada boom. It's there. So I think like just the avenues different big time streamers are taking when their livelihoods on the line, it's crazy. I think it's still such a gray area. That's the thing, because no one knows.
You know what? Actually, this reminds me. There's one song that you can sing without getting DMCA'd because it's like public domain, and that's the Happy Birthday song. And it's our 4th birthday today. However, I just remembered that we don't have any birthday cake. So
you didn't buy one?
No, did you?
I might have a piece in the like next to me.
What do you mean you have a piece next to you? What do you have?
Well, I have like a trash can over here. I don't think I finished it last night.
Oh my god.
I do.
Hey, Chris, remember when I said you shouldn't be eating these things?
What? Is that pie? What is that?
It's like broken glass pie. It's like Jello and like condensed milk. Bomb.
Ooh, okay.
My stomach literally hurts thinking about that.
I don't have a candle, but
Wait,
I
have a candle.
You got to put it in. I have one.
Oh,
I mean, I was gonna.
It'll work the same way.
I mean, am I too early for this reveal? Because I haven't cracked this open yet.
Oh wait,
I was gonna light
this.
Oh
shit!
For you.
Ooh,
but that could wait.
We're gonna need that. We're gonna need that to clean out the room, because I'm pretty sure he just lit a cigarette as a birthday candle. For those of us who are listening to the audio version of this podcast, this is our new segment, Bad Audio, where there's a lit cigarette going into a piece of pie.
Kid bought a new house. He's ready to throw the fucking security deposit away.
He's ready to go. He's ready to go. Bob, do you want to sing Happy Birthday?
Do I want to?
Yeah.
Not really, but I will.
I'll put my my like cell phone light on as a candle.
Sure.
All right, go for it.
Do we have like background audio that I can listen to?
No, I mean you know the tune.
Yeah, sure. Hold on.
Sing the fucking song, Dave.
Shut the fuck up, Chris! I'm trying to sing the song. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday, dear us. Happy birthday, dear us.
Hey! Pull the candle out.
All right. /ban Yvette's.
Pull the candle out, guys. My hands are shaking.
Nice vibrato, buddy.
Thanks, bro. I gotta diet out now.
Well done.
Steve's in the chat going flat.
All right, I'm actually gonna relight this though.
Well done.
Ha 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 ha.
Wait, we'll get DMCA'd for that.
Yeah, just those 3 fucking notes.
Oh my god.
Actually, I think on YouTube we got a claim once for a video of a cover gig we did where we were playing Just a Girl, and my guitar player, hubby, he was meowing the solo in Just a Girl, that meow 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 meow, and we got like a little like copyright thing, and I was like, damn, we made it.
Oh, we got copyright strikes for about 2 months straight, just on random fucking videos that came out of nowhere. And guess what, Twitch? You can do what YouTube does and allow us to go back and mute the fucking audio, because that is a good tool to give to your content creators. Imagine. Just imagine.
Just think about it.
All the people.
Stop it.
Sorry. It's the musical. This is the musical episode.
This is a musical episode.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really
Truly.
DMCA. Fleets in this economy. All right. So, perfect segue to the next segment, because Elisa, you just lit a candle over there, and we're all we're
not just any
over.
candle.
What kind?
Fresh balsam.
Let's see it.
I'm on that vanilla bean Noel.
Oh.
That was fucking good, man. Fuck this podcast. I'm singing.
Now, can you describe the notes of the candle to us?
Okay.
Just.
It is vanilla, but it's more of a kind of a marshmallow hint to it.
Okay.
I like the sort of seasonal packaging in which it is delivered. I will also suggest that not only get a candle, but if your tree is feeling a little less than fresh, I also got the vanilla balsam spray.
Doug, can you give me a fresh balsam really quick?
No.
Give me no. Yeah, you don't have to, there you go. Get it out right now.
Do I have to yell?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna wake my wife up.
Let's go.
Come on, Dom. You got this.
I think I have to go smell
I'll
the
spray.
candle. I think I have to go smell the candle.
All right. Yeah.
Here, Chris, talk about whatever candle you have in your house, and I'll go get the fresh balsam.
Yeah. So I haven't gone Christmas candle shopping yet. I know it's a sin. I probably should have by now, but I still have some fall candles left over. I'm burning through my last pumpkin one right now. I probably have like 2 lights left of it. Just getting through it. But what I am going to do, I have a couple that are my favorite when it comes to the Christmas season. I saved one for last, and that is Macintosh Apple. I know it's not very Christmassy, but it's very, very wintry to me. Because, maybe making an apple pie, sitting by the fireplace. Not that I have. I'm not going to make pie or have a fireplace, but it just, my God, I can't even talk. Reminds me of that. Other than that, fresh balsam. I mean, that's the goat right there. Fresh balsam, baby. Gingerbread house is a really good one. Sugar cookie. I think those are the 4 that I usually get. Shout out to Yankee Candle, BOGO, buy one, get one. I mean, it's the best deal in the world. There's a couple places I can go in and lose my mind. Yankee Candle's one. The second one's like the Christmas tree shop, which is absolutely incredible. It just smells like old women, and like you can just get as much as you want there. It's incredible. Other than that, maybe like a liquor store, but yeah, like what in Target, that's a given. But I haven't put my tree up yet. I'm kind of a Scrooge right now. I meant to do it today, but I've been swamped, so I didn't do it yet. I'm in the process of moving, so it's like a bunch of shit moving around. I don't want to put up a tree twice. I don't get a real one. Fake shit, just throw it up. I put a couple of like the little, they look like cigarettes, and you put them in the tree, and it smells like a real tree. Nice little hack for you. They're great.
I think there's something very important we missed.
What?
You were talking about the hints of marshmallow. Now, I have a very serious question. So you consider marshmallow a dessert snack, right? Like it would be considered a dessert snack?
Oh, no. See, that's the problem, because I'm a serial killer. I got Lucky Charms.
No, we are not doing this. I heard
decky.
this.
Okay.
So,
Dom, go find another fucking candle for a second. So, if you
sprinted. I'm out of breath right now. I sprinted
Dom,
downstairs when I heard this.
Hold on, Dom. If you were to put marshmallow on, I don't know, say sweet potatoes, would you consider that like a side or a dessert?
Oh,
Sweet potato
Because it can't be
casserole.
because it can't be considered like a cereal with the marshmallows. It would have to be either a side or a dessert. And I think we can all agree on the correct answer here.
It's a
Yeah.
side.
No.
Don't shut up.
Side.
Oh, you missed an
No,
important
no,
part.
no.
It has graham cracker crust.
There's graham cracker crust in it.
No, it's
Oh,
not graham
oh,
cracker
wait,
crust. No, there
hold on a
isn't.
second.
There is not graham
Okay.
cracker crust. It's just sweet potato casserole with mushrooms.
Oh,
with marshmallows
backtracking.
on the
Now
top.
you're backtracking.
There we
No, I'm
go.
not.
Yep.
That's pie.
Dom's trying to rewrite. He's trying to rewrite history right
Go
now.
back and-
Not
go-
happening.
Give me all of these strata, all of the ingredients,
Okay.
and then I will render a final verdict.
I will find a recipe that is close to what my sister makes.
You're
Anyway,
Googling sweet potato
in the
casserole
meantime-
that is not dessert.
Oh my God, Dom's pulling a Chris right now. He's trying to Google his way out of this.
No, I'm finding a recipe. I don't make it, so I don't have the recipe, but I'll find a picture that looks like it. In the
How
meantime,
could you? Okay, hold on. If you're not the one cooking it, how can you make a decisive decision saying, "Oh, for sure, it's a side"? You don't know. You have no idea.
what do you mean
True.
I don't know? Yes, I do. You don't have to.
You don't know.
Oh my.
You don't know.
Is the question at the point of putting is the idea that at the point of putting marshmallows atop it, it has become a dessert?
Correct. Correct.
No.
I'm going to be honest with you. Chris and I agree on very few things.
Mhm.
This is one that will die on this subject. We'll die on this hill together, holding hands, raising them together. It's a fucking dessert.
Holding our fists at the dessert gods.
Dessert. It's a fucking dessert.
Go down with the ship.
All right. So I put the recipe. This is like the closest thing. There's no pecans in it. I don't know why there's fucking pecans all in this shit. But this is the closest
Alright,
thing
hold
to
on a
it. It has like the little mini marshmallows on top. Otherwise, it's just a sweet potato casserole.
There's chocolate chips on this.
No, there isn't. No, there isn't.
Those are those are pecans.
Actually, okay. Point of order, though. I
me
feel
there.
like at the point you put vanilla extract into this,
Oh, it's a dessert.
that's what sent me
Wow.
over the edge.
Huh? Wow. Again, I think it's pretty fucking unanimous here that it's a dessert.
It's not unanimous. Dude, Stanman
Unanimous.
and Lucci on the last episode both
Unanimous.
agreed with me that it's a side.
If
Yo,
it's
you're
this
close.
recipe with no vanilla extract, I might be swayed back into the side category. But I am also a very sweet and savory gal. So I like the idea of having a little bit of that with a little piece of ham or turkey all in one bite. But that's me. That's
See?
how I
This
roll.
is exactly
I
what
don't
was
want to
talking
yuck
about.
anybody.
Yeah, and some people dip their French fries in a Frosty from Wendy's, but that
Is it
doesn't
not
mean
delicious?
Frosty's not a side.
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
but
It's a dessert.
it doesn't matter.
Frosty's a dessert, not a side.
It still stays a dessert. It's like putting cake on the same plate as a steak. Just because it's together doesn't mean the
Oh
cake is now a
my
fucking
Nobody's
side.
nobody's cutting their steak and then also dipping it in a fucking lava cake. Okay.
Let's just
It's
no.
that
This
simple.
is like it's literally like mashed sweet potato, but it just has little mini marshmallows on top. I don't understand what's so
John,
wrong about that.
dessert.
Chris,
You know who else?
you just had pie with a cigarette in it.
Whatever. But I'm not saying this. I'm not saying the cigarette is now a side because it was in the pie. You know who also
That's
didn't
actually
think
wrong.
that
I've
sweet
definitely
potato
heard
casserole
you call a
was
cigarette a side before, so I don't want to hear it.
well, the burger and fries being a cigarette, then it's considered a side. It depends on the atmosphere you're having it. But you know who also did not consider sweet potato casserole a dessert? Ted Bundy.
True.
God. Okay,
True. Ted Bundy did fucking dude.
That
he
was in his
loved
manifesto.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was in his.
He loved it,
manifesto,
and he was
Yeah.
like, "It is arguably one of the best side dishes I've ever had."
Sea Dog
And that's how
209 says
everybody
Dom
knew.
is right.
Yeah.
Can I get a Dom is? Yeah, Dom is. Look at Dom is
Okay,
right in
here
the
we go.
chat. Sea Dog 209 just said it. I'm right.
/ ban Sea Dog 209.
Okay.
I
okay.
have problematic food opinions, so I'm not the
Yeah, so
one.
doesn't Dom.
It's all right, yeah. Everyone has that thing. John,
I
what
mean,
candle are you holding right
Chris
now?
has a fucking bottle of mustard and margarita mix in his fridge, and that's all he lives off of.
Now
And
we're getting
Bob-
personal. There's no need to get
and, yeah,
personal on
and
this.
Bob over here, Bob, the fucking culinary expert, can't help but cook his chicken medium rare. So I mean,
not true.
just give me a
I
fucking
cook.
break.
Hey, no. I cook my chicken pristine. It's pork. I can't do fucking pork. Okay. Big
Medium
difference.
rare chicken.
Big difference. Can't do fucking pork.
Could just see us the
Bob is
outside.
fucking chicken cutlet sashimi.
Chris, don't start getting up on
has
me.
anybody preached the good word of the sous vide on this podcast?
I feel like it would be Dom if
I'm
anything.
the only one with
I'm
any
not-
culinary skills. So yeah, I've heard of it. I would like to get one for Christmas. Lauren, if you're listening to this, I want one.
If the food does not come to my door cooked, it will expire. 100%.
I was playing games with Chris one time. It was like wicked late at night. We were on Discord, and he was like, "Oh, my Burger King's here." It was like 2:30 in the morning. No, it was 1 in the morning when he said, "My Burger King is here," and I said, "Hey, Chris, didn't your Burger King get here like an hour and a half ago?" 2:30. He goes, "Yeah, it's been outside," and ate it.
I forgot, man. I was just trying to get some dubs, A couple
back into
Vic
a cow.
Roys with the boys,
Anyway, let's
big
talk
deal.
about this candle. What I have here.
This is like, I don't think I have a maternal instinct, and then I feel the need to take care of you.
Chris needs somebody to take care of him.
Yes, you.
Like, very much so.
Nah, I'm chilling. I'm good.
Can somebody please clip that?
Like,
I
oh
don't
my
have
God,
I don't think
please.
I have a maternal instinct, but I feel the need to take care of you.
It is what it is, The mustard in the fridge, it does great. I've had Land O'Lakes cheese in there for a couple months. That probably has to go in the trash soon, but I'm not eating that. It's just there, I just have to give it a proper burial when I bring
aged.
out the trash at the end of the week.
Chris, if you give that thing a burial, it might grow out of the ground
bury
and
you.
come back to haunt you.
It's like the episode from Fairly Odd Parents where all the dead animals in the backyard started popping out of the ground. It's all the deli meat I've buried in my backyard.
Jesus Christ. It's actually probably been cured to the point where it's probably just fine. You could dig it up and eat it.
Well, it's blue cheese now. It's fine.
Oh my
I'm going to buy a little bit of Soprasad, a couple Triscuits, maybe, have a little charcuterie board. It'd be incredible.
Wait, pronounce charcuterie?
We're not doing this.
Can you, Chris, can you spell charcuterie?
Oh, no. It begins with a C, I know that, but
Good job.
I can try.
Please don't.
C-H-A. Oh, fuck. C-U-T-E-R-E.
Close.
That's pretty
No, it was not close.
That was kind of close.
It said C-H-A-C, charcuterie.
Yeah, he's missing like 3 letters, but
I
he's
forgot
relatively
an
close.
I. I forgot
That was
an
better
I.
than cinnamon. It was better than cinnamon. Anyway, real quick, speaking of scents, let's just talk about this mistletoe candle right now. Real nice. Just nice. You smell the cap though. No
Feel it,
cap.
Dom. Feel it.
You know what I mean? So hey, just right here. So this mistletoe candle, real rich, real piney, earthy. It's got a nice kind of full-bodied fragrance. Something that you want to really spike eggnog to. You might rock around a couple of Christmas trees after taking a little whiff of this bad boy. It's just fantastic. It's really well-rounded. I'm gonna light this bad boy up tomorrow, I think. But you know what I'm gonna do is actually, you know what? Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe Saturday. Whatever day I don't make French onion soup, I will make this because I feel like that's going to be the dominant scent in the house. But I make a real good French onion soup, so I'm going to be doing that like Friday or Saturday.
You put marshmallows on top of it?
Yeah, I do. No, it's Gruyere cheese, you fucking idiot. I know you put fucking mustard on top of it, so.
Actually, I think that would be kind of good.
I was like, that actually might not be bad.
Yeah, a little bit of stirred
Also,
on
I
it.
just want to clear the air on something real quick. Just really quick.
On the bread disc, if you just put a little mustard on it, I don't know.
Before we get off the topic of before charcuterie boards are too far away from the next thing, I just want to say that a charcuterie board is just a fucking Italian sub where you dump out all the ingredients onto a 2x4.
Yeah.
There's nothing special about it.
You take it out of the bread.
You just literally just slide it off onto a 2x4.
Vegetables.
But there's something about like picking your own cheese that makes me feel like pinky out. You know what I mean? Like, oh, what kind of cheddar would you like? I'm like, what is your longest aged cheddar? Oh yeah, we have this Vermont cheddar right here. It's been aged for 3 months and it is $18 for one piece. Okay, what's the cheapest one you got? We have Kraft. We have Kraft. Oh yeah, throw it right on there, sweetheart. That's great.
Oh, we have this Land O'Lakes that's been in Chris's fridge for 2 years. Yeah, it's going to be $18.95.
He will come out and serve it to you himself. If it's all of my house.
Pour some mustard on it.
Aged mustard.
Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop.
Real aged.
So gross.
I have 2 speed. One of them is saying it's a charcuterie and it actually being string cheese and fruit roll-ups, and then me going to town on the cheese and like getting a manchego, getting some nice mortadella, you know.
Ooh.
But then I call it
Mortadella.
adult Lunchables.
A little bit of mortadella.
You know what I mean? So it's like I have 2 speaks. Ooh, a little
sliced nice and thin, you can
some
just-
crackers and some fig preserves.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Figs are
Goat
like
cheese
fun,
and fig preserves is legit.
They make pizzas like that. I might have to try one of those.
Yeah.
It's charcuterie is just
It's good.
or that kind of pizza, Chris, is just an entirely edible charcuterie board. You eat the board too. The board is
Sold.
the crust.
I'll get it tomorrow.
All right. This might be one of the longest derailments in the history of the podcast, but I'm so proud. I'm just so proud.
I'm sorry and you're welcome.
No, you're absolutely no.
Okay.
This is it. But this mistletoe candle is bomb, and I am gonna light this at some point. There is a balsam and cedar candle lit in the living room upstairs. I did not want to risk disrupting the scent upstairs, so I didn't want to move that. But fresh balsam, baby.
That's all I get? Come on.
I'm not gonna scream in my own house. Might kill my microphone. I did actually walk downstairs and I told my wife, who's peacefully watching television on the couch, I was gonna say, hey, I might scream in a couple minutes. Just ignore me. And she just kind of turned over and looked at me, and then just went back to the TV. So and that was a very subtle. I think it was a very subtle way of telling me, please don't do that.
Very subtle. You're an idiot. I'm watching my show.
Yeah, I hate you. Okay. I got nothing. I mean, we had a couple other things that we could talk about. There was an 8-year-old that got signed to a pro Fortnite organization. He's probably going to have a nice Christmas, or his parents are probably going to have a nice fucking Christmas. I'll tell you that for free. How many candles do you think he bought? Chris, what's the deal? This kid, what is he, 2 years old, got signed to a Fortnite org?
So his name is Joseph Dean. He is an 8-year-old, and he just got signed to a quote-unquote esports team called Team 33. And I guess he's been playing with them, or they called it training with them, since he was 6 years old. And today it was announced by Darren Rovell, was one of the people. He said that he got signed to that team. Yeah, he got signed to that team for a $33,000 signing bonus, a free $5,000 PC setup, but no one knows the salary he's getting from it. And everyone's going opposite ways on it. Obviously, it's wild news to hear an 8-year-old is getting signed, because we've seen this happen before. I think it was General Sniper. He just got signed to Cloud9 a couple weeks ago, and then they pulled back his contract the same day because he was too young, can't compete in anything. And we saw it a while back with I forget the dude's name, but whatever. He's on FaZe. It's like a High Sky or something. But with this, he's a Fortnite player, and in order to compete in majority of competitions, you have to be a certain age, which he does not fall within. He's 8 years old. I was eating boogers and pissing in the sand when I was 8 years old, and this kid's getting signed to an esports org. And one of the big things around it is there's no track record of this team. There's a website that says that they're based in the Hollywood Hills. They have backers, but they call them guests, and it consists of Sway Lee, Post Malone, Gucci Mane, a bunch of big time rappers, and it's a studio in there, and it's just a very weird situation. But yeah, so that's kind of the gist of it. In my personal opinion, it's very weird. It's very weird signing a Fortnite player who is 8 years old, who can't really compete in anything unless you're making an investment now so he can play when he's 16 or 14, whatever the age is. That doesn't make sense to me. The whole org itself, if you want to call it that, makes no sense to me. But he must be a happy ass fucking 8-year-old. His family must be pumped. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the whole thing. I don't see it lasting.
He doesn't know what fucking money is. He doesn't know.
It's not his money. It's not like it's going in his pocket. It's going to go to his college fund. That it's just going to sit there for the next 2 decades. And I feel
his father just put a down payment on a Ferrari. What do you mean?
True. But think of it this way too. And there's nothing wrong, because obviously we have a video game podcast and brand, and I live, breathe, and die by kind of reporting on it and all that good stuff. But if you're going to get signed to a team at 8 years old, you're focused on that right now. And granted, it's up to parenting and stuff like that. I'm not going to talk down on his parents because I don't know them. I don't know what they do. But nowadays, when it comes to this younger generation getting signed and getting really good at video games, it has to be treated exactly how normal sports were treated when we were young. Whereas, like, you still got to do your shit. You can go to practice, you can do all that, but I'm checking your homework. You got to do all this. And I feel like a lot of people don't see that. They just say, oh, you're just going to sit in a computer chair for 8 hours a day. Guess what? We do that anyway. But like at an age that you're young and you're still in school, all that good stuff, it's all about keeping them on track. I see nothing wrong with it at the point of someone that young getting signed. I see something wrong with it on the other side of the coin of someone signing someone that young that no one knows. It's not like this kid was
subtraction yet.
No, yeah, exactly. But no one knows who this kid is.
Hold on. Does Chris?
Yeah, I know subtraction. I don't know the other shit.
Okay. I won't go down this one, Chris. I'm going to veer away from this path.
When I was my nephew's 5 and is like just getting the grip on certain games. Like loves platforming games, has those down pat. Like he could probably reasonably like spend some time with like Spyro or Crash Bandicoot and like get his ass kicked a couple times, but he just likes kind of free roaming. Loves Mario Odyssey because he can just like run around in circles for hours. He likes Marvel Ultimate Alliance too. That's like probably the deepest he gets, but you can like button mash in that game and have a great time. But when it comes to like hold down one thing and press another thing like you would need to do with Fortnite, like that's going to be totally lost on him. He knows what Fortnite is because the target audience is in his kindergarten class, but like, like he's not nearly, to the point where, he could feasibly, join a fucking esports organization. I feel the same way when I watch like kids play the drums and they're like 3 years old and they hit off like a perfect John Bonham 15-minute long Led Zeppelin solo for The Ocean, like on YouTube. And I'm like, the parents have had this kid locked in their basement for all 3 years of their life trying to get them to do this. And don't get me wrong, teach your kid things. I like, this is great. Share your passions with your children. But like, I can't, maybe I've seen one too many Mary-Kate and Ashley movies, but I just feel like maybe the parents are up to no good here and that they don't have the kid's best interest in mind. That's just me.
Well, they see the dollar signs.
Feel free to tell me I'm wrong. Say, Dom, you're being too negative about this. They just have this kid's best interest in mind. They saw the kid playing Fortnite. They might have seen the leaderboard one time when he finished the game, and their eyeballs did the Looney Tunes like cha-ching. They turned into dollar signs, and all of a sudden they're like, son, we're going to Fortnite camp.
But we've seen this our whole lives. Like when you were playing sports growing up, there was always someone's parents that took it way too serious, and the kid ended up burning out because they were like, okay, this kid is good. Let's just make him keep practicing, get as good as he wants. And then he gets to an older age. Yes, he's good, but he hates the game at that point, hates that sport because he just never got to have fun doing that. I think there are people out there within the world that do that for their kids when it comes to video games because they see the trajectory it's on. You see these people making hundreds of thousands of dollars per fucking week. And you're like, okay, this can be a thing. But we've been seeing this for so long, where you notice when your kid has a talent for something and you want them to get as good as possible doing it. But there's a fine line you have to draw where like you have to raise them and you have to make sure that they're enjoying what they're doing by giving it their all because you see a future. Don't get me wrong. If my kid pops out of the womb and he's a lefty throwing 65 at 10 years old, I'm gonna push the kid into the ground. I see the dollar signs.
Your kid's popping out of the womb at 10 years old?
No, like when he gets to 10 years old. When he gets to 10 years old and he's pumping 65 on the gun playing baseball in Little League, hitting 400-foot home runs, I'm like, all right, we got something here, sweetheart. We're never gonna have to work a day in our life. Like, let's do it. So maybe that was the case with Mr. John Dean, Joe Dean, whatever his name is, the 8-year-old. I hate talking about a fucking 8-year-old like that, but yeah, I mean, all the best to him.
All I'm going to say is that, like, there's a kid no older than 8 years old, judging by the tone of his voice, said, "Get wrecked, bitch," to me one time when I played Fortnite. I uninstalled it. Never played it since. Haven't played it since. Elisa, what do you think about all this? If you have a child and they're 8 years old, are you going to sign them up for a pro team if you see that they're getting good, or are you not going to do that?
I've worked in games. So no. I feel like it sucks. It's like I think about my 11-year-old nephew right now,
Yeah.
just entering middle school, which is like the crappiest time of your life. And like me at 8, and it's like I didn't know who I was, what I liked, who I liked. Like you are still forming a lot of important kind of complex ideas about who your significant other, sorry, sociologist. Like you're forming a lot of opinions about who your significant others are, whether those are your parents or your peers.
Right.
And at age 8, that's when it starts getting kind of dicey because you're figuring out who you are. You're trying to assert some independence. You know, that's when you kind of start becoming a little shit. So like that confluence with sports and big dollar signs, and then I'm sure there's also the idea of being potentially next to even these bigger names, whether that's the people who own the team or whatever. And it's, you just gotta, I mean, real talk city, like make sure that at least hopefully the parents have the best interest in heart and are able to like develop like the human being and not just the athlete. But
Yeah. No, I
don't
agree
know.
with that 100%. That's a big
It's sketch as hell.
I
It's
mean,
sketch.
Think about it this way. Like, Chris was just saying, you know, like you see your kid, you know, pumping 65 on the gun in Little League, and you say, let's sign the kid up, right? And then, Elisa, from what you were just saying, like, you know, you are trying to figure out who you are, like, you know, you're trying to figure out who your significant others are. But the thing is that you probably know when you're a kid, at least, is like you know who you look up to for the most part. Like you know who your heroes are at the time, and like you know, like you have idols, you have, you know, you have people that are your role models. And a lot of times, like when you're a little kid, I mean, you know, depending on who you are, maybe it's an actor, maybe it's a musician, maybe it's an athlete, maybe it's, you know, it's probably, you know, you're in the little shit phase, like you said. So maybe it's not your parents at the time, but like it's probably somebody who's like famous. It's probably a celebrity of some kind. And for this kid, it's probably, let's say, Ninja or like Nick Merckx or, you know, somebody else who's like a streamer. And now the kid goes, I mean, you know, granted, money, this kid has absolutely no concept of what money is. I know adults that have no fucking concept of what money is. Like,
got a $250,000 watch on his wrist in a picture they took of him.
So, you know, I'm sure his father didn't exactly say, "Hey, do you want to get $30,000?" He probably said, "Hey, guess what? Like, you're going to be on the same echelon of, you know, as these like streamers or personalities or whatever." And he's like, "Damn, I'm like 2 degrees away from Ninja." You know, at this point, right? And you know, you look at like high school basketball players. You know, like LeBron James was told that he was going to be the greatest to ever touch a basketball from the time that he was 14 years old. You know what I mean? Like this kid, you know, I'm not saying that he's anywhere near that level. I've never seen the kid play, and also I wouldn't know a good Fortnite player if he called me bitch and I uninstalled the game. But wouldn't know what that, you know, what that means. But this is like hey, you get to be like 2 degrees away from your role models. Like this is, you know, Vince McMahon hitting me up when I'm 7 years old and playing with WWF action figures in my living room, going, "Hey kid, you want to come to the training facility and suplex one of your favorite you know, wrestlers?" And I'm going, yeah. So I don't know. That's the closest
time we're in. I think we're just in a different time. Like Nora just said, my little sister always says she wants to be a YouTuber because that's what she sees. It's just we had like kids growing up now. They have access to see different things. Everyone likes video games. Then they see that there's potential career like growth from there, and that's why I see kids like going hard at certain games. They like it, and they see that there's something down the road. And there's one thing that I want to say, like on the parenting side of things, it's a fine line, like I've said a billion times, where what happens if this kid did not get the shot? This parent was like, absolutely not. You're not doing that. And down the road, he finds out like he could have had that opportunity. I was like, why didn't you push me a little harder to actually do that?
Yeah. Next thing you know, he grows up and sees 5 YouTube video essays that are 5 hours long with a 45-year-old guy who's like, "Let's talk about the rise and fall of this Fortnite star. He could have been signed, but he didn't." And the kid's like, "Wow, that was me."
I mean, to the sort of like drama point, the thing that I think makes it different in the video game case, like, yeah, you know, the ninjas of the world are like, you know, the rock stars that I looked up to when I was a kid. But I think the difference is the role models we have are also growing up and trying to figure out the medium. Like I remember a world before the internet. and so it's like, you know, there are hundreds of YouTubers out there. I mean, just look at the drama channels that, you know, are also trying to cope with quick fame, sudden fame, viral fame at a very young age, and it feels quick, and you know, on the parenting side, it's like you gotta, you know that is opening up your person to the internet in all of its magic and beauty and comments and all of that stuff. So it's like you got to protect yourself and the kid too from that to some extent.
And we see that with adults too that grew up, like got famous too quick. Like within the streaming world, like two that stick out to me is his corpse husband, who's a faceless streamer. No one knows what he looks like. His family, his friends have no idea what he does. He has a YouTube and streaming room that he has the door locked. No one's able to see it. And he won't let anyone in. No one knows what he does. And then there was the kid Dizzy, who was playing like Counter-Strike over the years and then got really big playing Apex Legends. And I listened to, well, Dizzy took a break. He's like been MIA for a bit. But I listen to Corpse Husband talk all the time. He's like, I'm like, he's growing. I'm talking like 70,000 subscribers on YouTube a day. Like he's
Can
like,
you do the voice?
I wish I could. He has the sickest voice in the world. I'm a grown man. I pop it open and play it in the background because his voice is so cool. But like we see that happen all the time where like it takes a toll on you because one day you're no one, the next day everyone knows who the fuck you are, and you have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people watching you and watching your every move. And that's an adult. Imagine that being a kid. They're gonna know no other way to kind of grow up. It's like child actors, right? Where sometimes they like get really big, really young, and then they go down a dark hole because they didn't like have that childhood, if you would. Like they were always under the limelight. Yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of how I see the whole thing.
I like to look at it from a different perspective where it's is this kid based in the US?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
So when you're looking at other countries, they tend to be doing this more frequently. And they tend to do this, you know, they have been doing this for years. Like you have countries that, you know, the moment a kid can type on a keyboard, they're training them to play StarCraft, you know, or you see in European countries right now, all of these top tier Counter-Strike teams, they all have academy teams or youngsters teams. And you're getting kids that are, you know, they're 14 plus, like 14, 15 plus, going up to like 19 or 20. And it's almost like ingrained in their culture when it comes to gaming. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Their gaming culture is revolving around some hyper specific games like Counter-Strike or like Dota or League or StarCraft, where people want their children to make this their career. You know, like when I talk to my nephew who's 13 about this shit all the time, because he's 13. He's fucking miserable. He's more miserable than I am somehow.
That's saying something.
Somehow he's more miserable than I am. But like he just mopes around. He's like, yeah, you know, like I made a couple of YouTube videos and I watch, and he's fucking dirty at Rainbow Six for some reason. And then I have to listen to his fucking parents the whole time. Oh, like, I don't know, he doesn't want to play baseball or basketball anymore. And I'm like, honestly, I think I tell him all the time, I'm like, you should do something. You should do, if you just want to play baseball year round. You know, you don't have to play football. You don't have to play basketball. You don't have to play all three sports like what we did when we were kids, Chris. We played fucking sports every season, but like we also played video games. If you don't want to do that, play one. Fucking when you get to high school, do track and field or something. That way you're out running for fucking 2 hours after school. You can go home and play video games afterwards. But like do one thing and then, you know, continue to play video games. But when it comes to the video game culture in other countries, I think it's more easily adopted, and it has been for years, where this is a legitimate potential career for you. We want this to be, if you show any signs, like any inkling of having potential to be good at this, this is what we want you to do. I don't know, like it's not good parenting to be like, fuck you, you need to do this. But like, it's a thing that happens. And when you look at these other countries, I don't think it's that huge of a deal. But we're talking in extreme like hyperbole right now.
Yeah.
This kid gets signed to a Team 33. Who's heard of that team before? Raise your hand if you've heard of that team before. Chris fucking posted it as the first person on the internet.
First person on the internet.
Nobody's heard of that team before. They gave him $33,000 to sign on. You want to know what I think they're going to fucking do? They're going to sign a team of kids that add up to the age of 33. Oh. So they're going to they're going to start signing kids until it's a cumulative age 33 for their team.
Oh god, that's going to happen.
Yeah. Hey, who makes these predictions?
How many people are on a Fortnite like squad? 5? 4?
Up to 4.
Up to 4, yeah.
So,
usually, like you have your like duo partner, and then it goes up to 4.
Oh my god, they're gonna try to do like Jermaine Dupri did with like all the like little kid groups, except it's 4.
Oh my god,
this kid's 8, right?
8,
so you can get a couple. You get a couple more 8-year-olds and 9-year-old, and then you have the team captain who's like 12. You know, he has to be a little bit more mature than everybody else. So
he's the IGL
that has acne.
He's their IGL. He just got his first pimple.
So like yes, but what I'm thinking of too, like obviously like thoughts pop in as we're talking about it, because I was comparing it to traditional sports and like the academy teams and stuff like that. You can compare it to like playing Little League and playing Babe Ruth when it comes to baseball, but it's different when it comes to this, because if you want to be a streamer, right, which a lot of kids aspire to do now, and adults even, like it's a great career path. If you can actually break through, it's nice, it's awesome, but you have to be out there in the world, like Elisa was saying. You're out there in the world for everyone to kind of nitpick at, and there's very few people that can make it, and no one knows what you look like or who you are. It's very few and far between that actually happens to be like a no face cam streamer and just be really good at the game. It's very difficult to make it without any like personality or putting a face to the name. So when you're that young and you want to be that, it's a fine line where now you're on the internet with people of all ages. And like you don't even have armpit hair yet. It's just a very fine line to kind of walk in. It can definitely be, it's scary, you know. What'd you say?
At that age, I did.
Oh, you probably did. Yeah, you came out of the womb with a full beard.
Yeah, I was 10 when I came out of the womb.
Dude, I was so pumped when I got my first armpit hair. I was like 14. I lifted up my arm one day. I was like, hell yeah! Now I can start wearing deodorant because like I didn't really smell at that age. But I was like, yep, armpit hair, and like I would show my brother and he would try to pull it out. So I would like sleep like this so he wouldn't pull my armpit hair out when I was sleeping. Very proud of that day.
I'm so like, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about this whole fucking topic of like kids being signed, because you see it with fucking FaZe Clan right now so prominently, where they're just signing fucking 4-year-olds. How old what was the youngest kid they tried to sign? Like 4, right?
No, I don't think it was 4. I think it was like 6. Yeah, they signed the wall in phase.
Hold on. What is the fucking difference at that point? There is none.
Depends how fast you mature. But they
vocabulary for sure.
Yeah, vocabulary, yeah, definitely.
Well, in phase 5, top 20 has a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old right now, and the kid Rowdy Rogan, his dad is like with him. They stream together and stuff like that. They play in the same lobbies. His dad manages like all his stuff, and like I think that's a lot.
Probably has like a 0.63 KDA. His son is carrying him.
His kid, the kid Rogan's sick. He's very good.
Oh my god. I feel like we were talking about like deodorant and fucking armpit pit hair. I feel like we were going down like a really bad extra segue about like our first fucking armpit hairs and shit. And I'm like, we don't have to talk about our puberty experiences right now. But I mean, even in England,
y'all do not want to know.
No,
wasn't great.
No. I mean, and even in England for like the Premier League, like kids get signed to like lifetime development contracts with major Premier League clubs at like 12. Even that's 12. At least you're like kind of there. Like you kind of, you know, like these are kids are like 12 years old and they sign like a 15-year contract or like even like an 8-year contract to the point where they're like 6. What?
Dude, we literally just saw last year some some running back for like a fucking middle school got a full boat to colleges at like 12 and was already being considered a future prospect for NFL teams.
It happens in the MLB all the time.
How the fuck could you possibly do that knowing that somebody could get hurt at literally any moment of a football game?
Hey.
Like
that's my thing. It's like kids are unpredictable as hell.
This kid is gonna try to jump off a roof for fun, just like because he's like, oh, I saw Jackass 2 on Amazon Video, and now I'm gonna try to skateboard. Blows his ACL out.
I saw there was a watch party with Corpse Husband when he was streaming on Amazon Video.
I love that guy. I like simp over Corpse Husband. And I'm a grown man.
You really are a corpse.
I am on a particular corner of TikTok where his audio is prominent, yes.
I mean, he posted a video of his hand and got like 8 million views. Just his hand.
Does he have that cool of a voice?
You want to hear it?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Yeah.
No, I want to hear it.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Headset. I want to hear it through my own headset.
All right, then mute yourself.
Headphones are good. Yeah.
Hold on. All right, Dom. Here's his voice. Mute yourself, Bob, if you don't want to.
It's literally the first thing that pops up when you Google search Corpse Husband.
That's his music. Oh, that's... I don't know if it... Hold on. Let me just show you his actual voice.
Oh, is that who he is?
I don't know how the fuck TikTok works, but I've seen some accounts on here who are saying they're me, who are not me. So I wanted to solidify early that this corpse_husband is my only account.
That's his actual voice.
He just sounds tired.
It's fucking hot. It's hot.
He definitely sounds fucking... Yeah, he sounds like he needs a nap.
That sounds like me when I... That was what I sounded like the morning after we watched the Tyson fights.
Dude, that's literally me the next day I wake up after dogging 16 beers and smoking 4 cigs. Every single morning. I could do that if I wanted to.
I was going to say...
I don't know.
Just do that and then stream with no face cam and you'll be good.
Damn. All right, we're getting partnered next week.
Wow. Tom, do we have any voicemails?
We do have voicemails. We do have lots of voicemails.
Yeah, even Bub said it. Even Bub said it. He goes, sounds like hungover Bob. That's literally what I sound.
I've heard Bob on day 2 of PAX and day 3 of PAX and day 4 of PAX.
It's bad, especially when you're talking for fucking 4 days straight.
Corpse is the 2020 version of Barry White.
Have him say I need a bacon, egg, and cheese, and it's Bob.
Yeah, sesame bagel, please.
Real quick before we do the voicemails, because Warren from the Down in Front podcast, friend of the program, friend in real life, offered to sponsor this topic. I did want to talk about a couple more things, but we got a sponsorship offering, which means he was going to drizzly booze to us. So he said, if I drizzly y'all some booze, can y'all talk about your top 5 holiday movies? Well, he said maybe next week or the week after, but I mean, I feel like we should just do that now while we have Elisa here.
May I ask what drizzly is?
You don't know what it is? Oh, it's incredible.
It's like DoorDash, but for alcohol. They bring alcohol to you.
Oh, cool. I don't drink.
But still, I mean, it's pretty great.
But that sounds dope as shit. No.
They grab snacks, too. If you want, like, snacks from the liquor store, they'll bring that, too.
Ooh,
I live in Dallas, so I don't know if they roll like that here. Like liquor gets weird on Sundays here. I don't know if we get the drizzly, but
Sunday fun day is a huge thing over there. If you can handle it, because I mean Monday's a bitch, but
for it. I mean, we could run down a list.
All you need is one. There's one. The top holiday Christmas movie ever created, and that is Jingle All the Way.
Correct.
And again, a unanimous decision across the board. We can all agree upon that.
That's right. I agree.
Not me.
Lisa?
Not me.
Okay.
Love Actually.
Oh, that's like
I've never seen that.
Oh, you gotta watch it. It's incredible. It's incredible.
I don't watch a lot of like romance, much of anything, but I hear like this movie always shows up around Christmas time. Everybody's doing the cue card thing at the door bit.
Wait, people do that?
I don't know.
There? I gotta move there. If someone showed up to my door with that, I want my my Uber Eats guy to do that for me. Your Burger King is here. You didn't tip me. Cheapo. Walk away.
2.5 hours ago. All right.
So do I have to watch this?
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
You do. You could also. So
Okay.
So basically, it's 2.5 hours long, and it's like it's an ensemble cast. It came out in like 2002 or 2003. Ensemble cast. It's basically like 6 rom-coms in one. It's great. It's great. Just I cannot recommend it highly enough. I actually only watched it for the first time a couple years ago, and I've never looked back. Now we watch it every year. It's great. But while we're on the topic of you, top 5 holiday movies, go.
Me?
No particular order. Or you can put them in order if you want, but you don't have to.
Okay, yeah, no particular order. It's hard to pick 5 because literally all we do for Christmas, we have a 2 TV, 2 Xbox setup. Because we invest in our freaking marriage is what we do.
Big facts.
But so what we'll have is some sort of like 8-bit, like log, fireplace thing going on one TV. And then it's Die Hard on the other TV.
Which is a Christmas movie, yeah.
But that's really the only thing we watch. I mean, maybe a Home Alone, gets thrown in the mix, but I mean, it's Die Hard is so good. It's such a hardcore Christmas movie. It's an everyman making a miracle and saving people, and there's snow that falls in LA at the end of it. Like it's intentionally a Christmas movie, and I will die on that hill.
Wait, so it's just Christmas, not general like holidays. I know the word holiday was thrown out. I didn't know if you were
just trying to be as open as possible. I
have a question. Do you guys consider Snow Day to be a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Or is that like okay? Snow Day's up there.
There are snow globes in that movie, so yes, it's a Christmas movie.
Snow Day. That's a fuck. If you haven't seen Snow Day, you have
Snow
to see
Day, real good one.
Vintage
Josh Peck.
Of course, Jingle All the Way is number 1.
Yeah. No question.
It does, whatever comes after that, it doesn't fucking matter. Snow Day, Home Alone's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Frost, but not the one with Michael Keaton. The one with the killer snow.
The horror movie one?
Yeah, the horror movie Jack Frost. And Krampus. Krampus is actually really fucking good.
Krampus. Love Actually. Like I already said, I'll stay with the whole Christmas theme, I guess, because I'm not going to throw a wrench and everything. Honorable mention Halloween Town, but we're not talking about that right now. So Love Actually. What was the hand motion for?
Halloween Town.
Well, yeah, I said we're not talking about Halloween right now, but it is a holiday. Halloween is a holiday. So
no, I mean holiday. Like the holiday season is not fucking October. You going? It's like
sorry. Hold on. Time out. I was reading chat. Can we roll back what Chris just attempted to say while I was distracted?
I said Halloween Town is a holiday movie.
No. That's a Halloween movie. There's a difference. Halloween and holiday. Those are 2 different words. You know that, right?
Okay, but what is Halloween?
Oh my god, we're not fucking doing this.
Holiday in October.
But it's a holiday. I'm not going to say that one. Like I gave it an honorable mention.
A spooky themed holiday around. It's a holiday around the spooky theme, which is completely contrasting to the holiday movies, which are about cheer and joy.
But it is a holiday. So Love Actually. I'm a big fan of all the Santa Claus movies. The Grinch, gotta be up there. Baby Grinch is one of the cutest things in the world. People talk about fucking Baby Yoda, which is not his name anymore. I get that. But I mean, the Grinch did it before Baby Yoda, if we're gonna keep it a band. What am I at? 3? Shit. Things getting a little slow. I'm a big Hallmark guy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know the names of them, but love watching the Hallmark channel, all of them. So we'll loop that together. Me and Nanny love sitting down on the couch watching it. It's a great time. Last one.
You're just trying to think of any 5th Christmas movie, and I fucking hate you right now.
I'm the worst movie person of all time.
I know, I forgot. Just say the Santa Claus 1 and the Santa Claus 2.
I mean, that's a cop-out.
Elf.
That's a cop-out. Elf, yeah. I was waiting for someone to say it. It's a phenomenal movie. Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad one of the most iconic lines of all time. Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? Incredible.
Oh my lord. Okay, so for me, Jingle All the Way, number one, obviously, number one in your programs, number one in your hearts. Love Actually, number two. It could be like 1A, 1B, depending on the time of year, but Jingle All the Way got to be number one for me. Elf strongly holds down that 3 slot. The Year Without a Santa Claus, need to have some love for the stop motion classic Burl and Ives movies. So, yeah, Year Without a Santa Claus, Heat Miser, Snow Miser, fucking classic. Can't sing those songs on here, though, because we'll get DMCA'd. But I feel like we got like 2 or 3 more years until those are public domain. Those movies have to be at least 100 years old, right?
Oh my god, yeah.
They came out like the 20s. The Santa Claus 2 holds down the 5 slot. The Love Story, when he has to find Mrs. Claus, come on. He goes to the faculty Christmas party and does the Secret Santa for everybody. We just watched it last night. I was fucking in tears. I mean,
damn! Shout out Scott Calvin.
Shout out to him. He uses almost the rest of the clausometer to use all the magic up just to, you know.
So that's where I get that line that I say like stupidly all the time, where it's like, yeah, I'm not running off of food right now. It's strictly Christmas spirit. Yeah. Remember when like they needed more juice in the sleigh? It's like that's we just need more Christmas spirit.
Elf, not the Santa Claus.
No, I know, but I'm just saying like that's where I got the line.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. And then honorable mention, The Holiday with Jack Black and Cameron Diaz. And who else is in that?
Wait, what holiday did that revolve around? Halloween, was it?
Halloween. No, it
is a holiday.
Christmas.
Was it like Labor Day or Arbor Day, potentially? You know, the holiday season, Arbor Day?
Evacuation Day.
Listen, I was asked, what's your favorite holiday movie?
Flag Day. Hoodie goes Flag Day. Yeah, Kate Winslet. Yeah, The Holiday is also a classic. It's a classic. And Jude Law. Jude Law is so fucking sexy in that movie. Can we talk about? You got to talk about Jude Law in that movie. Weapons grade handsome. Weapons grade. It should not be in that on screen like that. Just shouldn't be. Ugh.
Jess, this whole episode is a spin zone.
Shut up. Don't be a Scrooge.
Oh, Scrooged.
Scrooged.
It's up
that.
Wait. Fen just brought it up in the chat, Bob. The best holiday movie is Groundhog Day.
Wow.
It's a good movie.
All right, you win.
It's a great movie.
Strong.
It's a holiday movie. It revolves solely around one holiday. You win. Congratulations.
All right, so I guess I'll be more specific next time. I just wanted to be inclusive for any sort of Yuletide, winter, holiday movies.
I got scolded for doing that.
You were way off.
It's Halloween.
I mean, move on, please.
I'm moving on. All right.
Every time I get into these, I literally like fail myself digging a hole, and like I'm just trying to work my way out of it. But I'm just gonna quit while I'm just a little bit in the hole.
Hold on, Matty D's asking: is Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas or Halloween movie?
God.
It is, in fact, it is both. It is both.
You never seen that?
Oh. Really? That is a fucking great movie. It's both.
I was told when I wanted to be gothic when I was younger that I had to watch that. That was like a prelim on becoming gothic when you were younger.
You get a Hot Topic gift card when you finish watching it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what turned me off from seeing it, because I was like a super baby goth at the time, and then everybody was like, "Oh my god, I'm Sally and you're Jack." Oh my god, so
I love your
and
trips.
I'm just like, and I'm over here like, I'm just gonna go listen to fucking Metallica and Ozzy over here, and y'all keep your popular claymation thing. Yeah. I was one of those. I was like a goth hipster. I was like a metal rocker goth hipster. I was like, I don't want to do the popular thing. Bleh.
Remember like the goth bracelets?
I've never seen it.
All like the different like color. They were like plastic.
No, there was no different colors.
Like,
there was just black.
and there was all different colors to it. And apparently they were like a sexual thing, where if you wore one, that means like you did something sexually. And I was like 8 years old. I had every color. People must have like thought I was something else.
It's probably because you just got signed to a Fortnite team and you're so famous now.
True.
Could be that.
Wow. I was actually going to suggest us talk about something else, but that putting the full circle on the show just means we got to land the train.
It's one of here.
Spencer's has entered the chat.
We have voicemails for our 4-year
We have voicemails. All right. Oh, God. Look at all these notifications. I will tell you, actually, I thought it was like a prank, but we did get somehow a hospital in our area got a hold of our number and left us a a voicemail for a doctor's appointment, and I thought it was somebody like trying to like fuck with Bob, but it was legit a 2-minute voicemail about like COVID procedures before the doctor's appointment, and I was like, I tried to call the number back because I was like, oh my god, somebody didn't get their message, but I couldn't get in touch, and so that was me today. All right, first caller. First of all, let me tell you how to leave a voicemail if you don't already know. As you may know, we listen to your voicemails live on the show. 617-701-7678. We listen to the voicemails live on the air. You can leave whatever type of voicemail you want, as long as it doesn't get us TOS. It can be a topic suggestion, a roast, a compliment, relationship advice, whatever you want. We got it. It's the WGG Internet Dad sauce line. Every week, just like we always do, we listen to your voicemails, and we love hearing from you. So please give us a call, 617-701-7678. Give us a call. We'll leave it to it. We'll listen to it live on the air and react to it. First voicemail, here we go.
I can't hear it.
We can't hear anything. Still can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything?
Nope.
I can't hear it.
Oh, wait.
Happy birthday, guys. It's your faraway degenerate, Ziggy here.
Pull back a little bit more. Pull back a little bit more. No, I'm saying like pull the phone away from the microphone a little bit.
Oh, okay.
You're spiking too hard.
Okay.
It's not coming through.
Not working. Come on.
Happy
Fourth
birthday,
year
guys.
episode still doesn't work.
It's Ziggy here.
So,
Can't hear it, Dom. Dom's still not playing.
happy birthday to us.
Wait, so the
They can hear it.
I guess like the wait, then why can't we?
I don't know. They can
No,
fucking hear
I
it.
got nothing.
That's weird.
I can't hear anything.
Happy birthday, 4 years. Here's the 4
Yeah, it's not coming
more
through.
guys. We got a head chef, Papa Dom, an absolutely incredible.
Oh, apparently
human being.
chat
And we
can
got,
hear it,
The mayor of Duketown,
but
Chrissy P.
we can't.
And we got the supernova.
Is it up here? What fucking mic was I coming from this entire episode? You hear that?
No.
What fucking... Anyway, there's a voicemail from Tiggy, and he said happy birthday. It was a happy birthday song. I have no idea... Is it not coming from this?
I can listen to it on the
no.
stream. That's
It's-
fine. I could just turn the volume on.
Are you talking through your headset, Mike?
I don't think so.
Tap your
Oh.
headset. Don't talk. Tap your headset. No, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck you're talking through right now. Tap
Where-
your snowball. Tap your snowball.
That's the webcam.
It's the webcam.
Really?
Yeah, tap your snowball. It's not the snowball.
I'm so confused.
Dumb. Go. All right, hold on. I'm gonna.
I mean,
fix
you
this
hear
now.
me just fine.
at all.
You've heard me just
Go-
fine, right?
Go. Yeah. Go into your user settings. Click user settings. Go to voice and audio. Right. Check input device. Check input device and see what it's on.
Oh my god, I gotta fucking fuck with Discord now. Now you guys gonna get to see my Discord panel here. It says fucking blue
It'll-
snowball.
Brother, I don't know.
Try it one more time. This time. Well, it's not playing a little bit. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm so lost right now. Like,
Do it again and hold it close. Tiny dancer.
I mean, I was holding it literally on top of the fucking thing. I think chat was.
Yeah, you definitely can't do that because the mic will spike and it won't come through.
Let me try it.
I'll just listen to it on the stream. That's fine. If you guys have it up, just
Yeah,
do
just
that.
listen to it on the stream. I'll turn the gain up a little bit on the thing. Just listen to it on the stream.
Oh.
Happy birthday, guys. It's your faraway degenerate, Ziggy here. I'm raising my glass right now of a full ginger ale. Happy birthday, 4 years. Here's the 4 more guys. We got a head chef, Papa Dom, an absolutely incredible human being, and we got the mayor of Duketown, Chrissy P, and we got the supernova AWP of Counter-Strike, still in prime time, Dr. Bob, and we have a fantastic guest, extremely talented, debonair singer and voice actor, Elisa Rock. How's it going? I hope everyone had a great holiday, and just a little hypothetical, since it is, happy birthday. What's been some of the worst birthday presents you have received over the years, everyone talks about the good. Let's get into the mud. Let's start slinging it. What's been the worst gifts you've received? Hope you're all well. Love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Peace.
Ooh. Let me know when you guys are done with that.
Oh, good. So, worst Christmas gift?
I think it was worst birthday gift.
Birthday gift?
Oh, well, Chris, what was the worst gift you ever got on Halloween?
So I used to go to this house and they would give out
oh my god, shut the fuck up! Just answer
Whoppers. I can't. I don't want Whoppers.
I like Whoppers.
Keep that out of my pillowcase. I don't want fucking Whoppers. I guess worst birthday gift I've ever gotten then was I see, like at the time it was bad, but now I would love it. It was like socks and underwear. I used to hate that when I was a kid. But now if I got it, I'd be happier than a pig in shit. But I have to go with that for like a young age. Socks and underwear. No cash in the card. What a shame.
I'm gonna say probably like COVID. I'm pretty sure I got fucking COVID on my birthday this year. I'm pretty sure I was one of the first people in the fucking country to get. It's unconfirmed, but I'm convinced that I got it on my birthday.
It's the world first.
Number one, top one NA. Literally top one NA. But I don't know, like cheated on? Who the fuck knows? I don't know.
Good God.
Bro. It's all good.
It's probably the worst fucking birthday gift I ever got. It's probably the worst anything.
Oh, sad. All right.
Wow.
Dom,
Right.
Elisa, what do you got?
Elisa.
So fun fact, my birthday is the 27th.
Ooh.
So that is plenty of opportunity for people to mess up. Oh, thank you.
you. Happy birthday
to you.
I love how I'm the singer, but
Happy birthday, dear Elisa. Happy birthday to you. Yay.
Hold that last note, Dom. Hold the last note. Ready?
To you. Boom.
Beautiful.
damn. Oh my god, okay. Can I be on the show all the time?
Yeah, you should hear us sing Sheryl Crow and Kid Rock. Picture? And cry.
We're getting after it.
I did have one ex-boyfriend though. That I think our month anniversary was freaking high school. But it was like on like the 21st of the month, and he got me a teddy bear that was for our anniversary, for Christmas, and my birthday.
I like that.
This is the one, which I think
smart.
is fine, but I've had a lot of heat over like people treating my birthday just like rolling it up into Christmas, like it's like no.
Yeah.
I did not choose to be here on that day.
I didn't choose to be here at all, for fuck's sake.
My parents literally scheduled the C-section on that day. So that was like an actual chosen thing. They did that to me. So
Damn.
nobody else. Did you have to treat the days separate? You have to treat the days separate. That's my rule. So like my worst present is when somebody's like, fuck it, one will count. I'm like, no, that's not how that works. But that's just me.
Love it. Dom?
I feel like any article of clothing I usually get is the wrong size.
Oh yeah.
It's always the wrong size. Not this year. That didn't happen this year, which is I got some real great Christmas gifts. Birthday gifts. And I mean, I'm a November baby, so I mean, I feel like people try to be like, "Oh, I got you that thing like a month ago." Yeah, I mean, let's see, worst birthday gift ever though. When did Mass Effect Andromeda come out? Was that a
Damn.
November game? Mass Effect, Andromeda. I think it was a November game, wasn't it? No, it was March. Never mind. No, it was still the worst birthday gift I ever got. No, I'm just kidding. I wanted to like it. Worst birthday gift ever. Oh man. I think I legit got like an IOU from somebody one time, and they like spelled my name wrong on the card, and I feel like my name's not that hard to. I feel like it's not that hard to spell my name. There's like three letters. There's like two. Yeah, right. 3 letters. Yeah, exactly. It's not that hard to spell it. There was like an empty card inside, and it was like, "I'll take you out" or something soon, or whatever. Maybe it was like an uncle or an aunt or something like that. And there was nothing in it, and I was just like, "Just don't give me anything. Just give me a card. Don't say like I'll take you out for something soon and then not take me out." I don't know. Like,
if it makes you feel better, I have an uncle that spells my name wrong every year. He forgets the R every year, so it's always Chiss every year. Every year. Wow. Granted, he's like a little senile, but I mean, there's one letter, pal. Just like put the R, please. Remember, you just get like bonds as kids. Like, oh yeah, like I'll give you bonds. Like I don't know what the fuck a bond is.
I'm not fucking birthed by the Rockefellers. I'm not getting bonds anytime soon.
Bro, I don't fucking know. My bonds paid for all of my fucking college books. So.
Dude, good for you. My father got me one pair of socks when I was in middle school and was like, "That'll last you for the rest of your life."
Wait, Chet has bond? You guys got bonds? Still not worth anything. All right.
Dumb. Open up your Discord settings one more time. This might fix it.
Okay. Well, everybody in the podcast is going to see my Discord settings. All right, what is it?
Shut up. Do you have like a noise gate set?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Turn it off.
Noise echo cancellation.
No, back up. It might be echo cancellation.
Noise suppression? Yeah, suppress background noise from your mic. I turned this on.
Try shutting it off.
Yeah, shut it off. Now try it.
If that's it, I'm going to cry. Because I actually did change that. Damn. How about now?
WGG!
Yep.
Wow.
It's me. It's Jess.
Hi, Jess.
Happy 4th birthday.
Thank you.
To the Wicked Good Gaming, Not Another Gaming podcast. If you were turning 4 years old as a human, I would likely be purchasing you one of those little, like, electric cars, like an Escalade or something. That'd be kind of cute. Not even splurge. I'd do, like, a train set, right? But you're not a toddler. So it's a 4-year-old podcast. So I guess, I don't know. I guess this year I'll give you my presents. Happy anniversary, happy birthday, happy 4-year-old shit.
Thank you, Jess.
Thank you, Jess.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to both Jess and Tiggy coming in with the great energy.
Very, very great. Very great. Right.
Hey, fellas, it's Disco Dylan calling in. Hope you guys are having a great week and you're going to have a great weekend. Just wanted to ask a question for you guys and your guest. Sitting around with some of my mates in Discord this week, and we got chatting about kind of almost diminishing returns, but something a little bit more nuanced than that. With the consoles becoming so powerful now and almost in line with a higher tier gaming PC, and the absolute importance of streaming games to sites like Twitch or YouTube Gaming or Facebook Gaming to gain traction and get supporters, do you think developers are going to stop spending so much time and resources implementing things like ambient occlusion or particle effects or these high-end, high CPU-intensive and high GPU-intensive processes that make the great game look stunning in person but get lost in compression over the internet? 90% of consumers are finding their games through streamers or YouTube content, and you see like almost none of those effects when you're watching online. Definitely more of a heady question, but I just wanted to get your take on it. Anyway, have a good one, guys.
That's a great question. I'm not so much a tech specs guy. I usually go to Bob for these types of questions, but I need to get another beer anyway, so any of you guys can take it away.
I don't know. I think it's a good question, but I also think that the power of current gen consoles aren't as significant as a lot of people consider them to be. Yes, you can run incredibly looking games. The visual fidelity is incredible. But when you're operating at, sub 30 frames per second in a game, it is not optimized. And it's that simple. You can't optimize a game around something like that. And if you're trying to stream something like that and you're getting, 10 to 20 frames intermittently, not consistent, I mean, I feel like that is a bigger issue outside of anything graphically that could be compressed over the internet via stream. I think stability is arguably the most important thing when it comes to a stream, which we saw today when I was streaming Counter-Strike. The brand new operation released, it's so poorly optimized around this update that it's so fucking hard to stream because it stutters the whole time. And this is an 8-year-old game. On a PC where I have like a mid-spec PC, it should be perfectly fine. I don't know. I think we see a lot more varied art styles in games right now because they want things to operate at a maximum potential, so you wouldn't have to worry about those settings. However, when it comes to like AAA games that want that hyperrealism, maybe, but also, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think console generations are still a little too far behind. Whatever your graphics can pump out, your CPU can't keep up with it. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it ultimately depends on the game, in my opinion, where I think in certain games, if you're targeting it in more of a competitive performance type scene, you can save your resources on putting on these huge graphical boosts that people are just going to shut off anyway. Like anti-aliasing is something I shut off every single time as soon as I boot up a game. Because I play first-person shooters, and I want performance more than visually appealing games. But on the other side of the coin, I could see where they're coming from when it comes to like a single-player game where you're really trying to immerse yourself in it and really push your console or PC to the limit. And you really want to, like, when it comes to a console, the biggest thing that they push forward is how much better the games are going to look, how much like better graphic performance you're going to have. I don't think that'll ever go away. I think they're always going to try to push the envelope when it comes to graphical settings. But with that being said, I think that they could definitely draw certain optimization back in settings back on like your Counter-Strikes and your Call of Duties and whatever, your competitive games or your esports games, if you would, where people are just going to turn it off anyway. But I don't think really pushing those boundaries on single-player games is ever going to go away. But yeah, like I said, I think, like Bob said too, every console you have now, they're really trying to push its limits. And that's just kind of how they have to do to differentiate from the previous gen. Graphics is like the biggest thing, in my eyes, at least.
I still think, I think we can all agree that performance should be the number one thing
Yes,
when it comes to video games.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, when you're trying to sell a new console to a consumer base, oh, look at, we have potential for 8K. Yeah, you're going to be fucking teleporting through the game. You're going to be skipping frames at a maximum 6 frames per second. Also, what fucking psychopath owns an 8K TV right now? Nobody.
Look at all these triangles.
Dude, how many people have adopted
how many triangles
4K?
though are in the game though?
Yeah. That was going to be the kind of point that I make, is that at the end of the day, you have to figure out what the actual market saturation of all of the sort of TVs and whatever it is that you need in order to even take advantage of any of this stuff. So when you're thinking about, this is not me speaking from any particular experience, just some, just what I imagine is, you have to kind of make priorities. And when you're prioritizing what to fix and what not to fix and what to optimize and what not to optimize, to your point, fellow Doc, if the game's going to run like shit when you pay a multi-million-dollar influencer marketing campaign, like, that's not cute. So like, I imagine frame rate overall, I think is my uneducated guess.
I think another thing is just general game stability. Even when you look at single player AAA games, look at half of the shit that Ubisoft has put out. I mean, they've been significantly better over the years, but previously you look at Assassin's Creed Unity, it was a laughing stock of that generation because of how broken the game was. And the game couldn't handle rendering, anything past 2 buildings further, so it would crash. You would, teleport through the map. You need to have not nearly enough triangles. You need to have a CPU that's able to, match the performance that you want to get the gameplay through, but also have a an infrastructure around the game that keeps it as a stable environment as you're playing it. If you're focused so highly on graphics, you can't get the best of all worlds. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. That's why you see right now on like PlayStation's like, oh, 4K 30 FPS, maybe, or 1080p 60 FPS, almost guaranteed. You can't have both. That's currently you can't have both. And that's also only if you own a 4K TV. So I don't know. There's too many like wrenches thrown into the equation that just it doesn't make sense to me.
Right. Yeah. My extent of knowledge on this subject is that, it's always good to have more triangles than less triangles. So, I just feel like, we want to optimize the triangle count. Triangles per second, whenever possible. So,
TPS, if you would.
Not to get all political, polygonal.
We need more triangles.
Not to get all polygonal.
True, not to get all polygonal. But we want more.
That's the new episode of that's a new, not another polygonal podcast. Not another polygonal. I don't even know. I'm fucking fried. All right. We have 2 more voicemails. One of them is 7 seconds. We can do this.
Let's go.
Up, WGG Sam, Founding Fathers, and Elisa. It's your boy JB Genesis calling in for another weekly voicemail. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. Alright, so I got individual questions for y'all this week. Papa Dom, what's your favorite questing area in WoW? Like just overall, any questing area that you've enjoyed the most, what is it? Bob, how many CSGO cases have you opened in the past week, my guy?
Don't ask that. No, I don't want to
Chris,
answer it.
what are you vaping on? What you got in that vape? And for Elisa, what is your favorite drink or cocktail? Alright guys, much love as always. Peace.
Great question, JB.
JB, thank you. As always, my favorite zone to quest in WoW, in the current expansion, it's Maldraxxus. Maldraxxus is really fucking cool. You're just like fighting amongst infinite armies of the undead. And Draka, who's one of the most badass characters in the lore, a.k.a. Thrall's mom, is like one of the generals of the armies there, and you go there, and she's just like, I am going to go fuck up everything, and if you want to come, that's cool, but if not, I'm going to do it without you. And I'm just like, hey, you've never got to play alongside this character before, and that is fucking incredible, and her story is just so goddamn good. And I don't know her voice actor's name off the top of my head, but she does an absolutely unbelievable job. I was so fired up playing that zone, I didn't want to leave. And I went back on my alt immediately to go level there again, because it's just so goddamn good. All-time favorite zone to level in? It's tough for me. This is really tough. This is really fucking tough. Jesus. Gun to my head. I guess my favorite, region is probably Northrend, because Northrend has just so many quests, just so much shit to do. I think that, all in all, Borean Tundra and, the first kind of, areas that you in the Wrath of the Lich King expansion that you go to are really good. The first time that you go to, Valiant's Keep, and you're, setting sail into there, and you're in a whole new region after playing in the same zones for so many years, and the Horde and the Alliance are both there. That is just another scale of epic for me when it comes to role-playing games. So I think that's probably it. Northrend, the region, and then zone-wise, the intro zones to Wrath of the Lich King are probably my favorite ones. Because goddamn, it's just when I was, that came out probably 07, 08, so it was senior year in high school. I've been played WoW all through high school, and then it's you fucking, the boat pulls up, whether you're Horde or Alliance side, and you see this whole new region in front of you, and everything is just frozen, and there's fucking zombies everywhere and shit. It's just so goddamn good. So,
so you like it.
But enough about me, Bob. How much did you spend on CS:GO cases this week?
Not this week, but for the video that I put up on YouTube, I think I did that last week or 2 weeks ago. Like I bought 50 cases and I unboxed them because I'm still trying to unlock gloves, which I don't have. But the new operation dropped today. They put new gloves in the new box cases. So I'm starting to stockpile them. There'll be another video coming soon. Please, for the love of God, just give me some fucking gloves so I can stop this fucking nonsense already. But yeah, I think I'm probably over. I'm probably at like 300 cases at this point for like total. Maybe
get one pair of gloves.
No, I did get a knife. I got a very good knife that if I sold that knife the day I unboxed it, I would be up money. But I didn't. I held on to it because it's a souvenir for me now.
Was that the butter knife?
Nope, it was my classic knife.
Nice.
I did, however, in the recent video, actually, you know what? Fuck it, no spoilers. Go watch a video. You'll see what I unboxed there. YouTube.com/Wicked Gaming.
Nice, Bob.
So I apologize for misunderstanding. Am I to believe that there is a significant money sink to this activity that you're talking about?
Yeah. So cases usually go anywhere to buy a case. It costs usually 3 cents up to about, on average, like $1. All the newer cases or the super old cases are above $1. All the super old cases that don't get dropped anymore are like $15 to $20 each individually. However, I usually buy the cheaper ones. I've been buying cheaper ones to get specifically gloves. So each different case has different items in them that you can unlock. I get relatively cheap ones because they have the thing that I wanted them. But it also costs $2.50 to open them. So every case has been at minimum $2.49 times however many cases I've opened, not including the actual price it was to buy the cases.
I mean, that's some good. Nice business expense. Write it off.
Hey.
Write it off. It's a business expense. As for what I have in my vape, it's like green apple and melon. I think it is.
Ooh.
It's not bad, but you lose taste of it after a while because I'm puffing the thing 500 times a day, so you don't really taste it at some point. So you got to keep switching it up. What was the last question?
Elisa, the question for you was your favorite cocktail, but I know that you don't drink. So, any other favorite beverages?
Yes. I do have an exception to alcohol, and it's actually pretty timely. It is the Puerto Rican version of eggnog called Coquito.
Let's go!
Hell yeah.
Hey, I have a half bottle of rum. I don't drink. I do not drink. I cannot stress this enough. I only have apothic wine to cook with because I like the label.
Got 3 bottles
that's the vibe. So I make coquito though, and I don't drink.
Good.
So it's like, I don't know how much alcohol goes into this. So I'm a good coquito maker. Like, I don't know. I'm sure this tastes fine. And then in the meantime, everybody's like breathing fire. It's like the one thing I miss about having coworkers is that I used to make a bottle and then like bring it to the office. But that's the vibe. It is basically like coconut milk and like cream of coconut, cinnamon. Get your rum in there and just blend it up. Just blend it up, nice and frosty. But non-alcoholic beverage. You take a Mexican real sugar glass bottle Coke, crack that bad boy open, stick it in your freezer for approximately 15 minutes. Keep an eye on it. I don't know how cold your freezer gets. You don't want any spillover. But when it freezes just enough, like right on the neck, it's almost like those first couple of sips are basically like an icy. And that's pretty freaking dope.
Sounds incredible.
I'm a big fan
So
of
that's how I roll.
The Coke Ices from Burger King. That's like literally the only thing that I've gotten there. They're so good. That's like the only thing I've purchased from there in like 4 years. But yeah, that sounds unbelievable. Also, if you ever come up with any sort of like suitable shipping method to get that coquito from Dallas to Nebraska, then
Nebraska, Utah.
Yeah. You know, I'm just saying. You know, I happen to be a big fan. And I'm just.
Someone in my family also makes it. was like a husband to, like a boyfriend to a cousin, and they just made one that was pistachio, which sounds incredible. I don't know how they did it, but I can't wait to try it. Pistachio
We had to go
cookies.
all over Christmas. It was like the week of Christmas last year. So my cousin's fiance, he was like he was like, listen, we're gonna make coquito. I'm gonna make a huge batch of it, and we realized that we didn't have nearly enough condensed milk, which I understand is a very important component to it. So we drove all over hell in creation. We went to probably 10 different convenience stores, whatever. We had to drive all the way from southeastern Massachusetts to Rhode Island to like his favorite like Puerto Rican convenience store, basically like family owned, place. But we got some unbelievable food while we were there. We hung out there for like a half an hour, got food. We were chatting it up with the lady that was behind the counter. We got our condensed milk. They had a whole the whole store was just all ingredients basically for coquito that time of year. He's like, I know exactly where we can go, but it's like a 45-minute detour. And I was like, let's just go. It's worth it at this point. We're already committed. We've been on the road for 2 hours. Unbelievable. Had about 9 glasses. Felt great. Not so great the next morning. So big shout out to him. And yeah, that's man, I love that shit. Oh God, I love it.
Good.
It's good.
Man, shout out to Coquito. I'm so grateful for like the melting pot, the diverse community that we grew up in, because we got a chance to like experience that. And man.
Remember my first sip? It's like Frank the Tank when he goes, when it hits your lips.
It just
it's incredible.
I'm absolutely gonna call my cousin after this, and I'm just gonna be like, hey, are we whipping up a couple batches this year? Because I'm feeling it. Okay. Hey, Philly Mamba, thank you for the raid, man. Thank you for the raid. Shout out to Philly Mamba.
Congrats on Doc Matter too, brother. Congrats.
All right, last voicemail. Oh wait. Here we go.
Hey, JV Genesis here again. I kind of forgot to say something important. Happy 4th birthday, guys. Okay, bye.
Thank you, JP. Thank you, Jesus. All these gifted subs and follows and raids. Holy shit. Thank you, guys. We were just like lost in talk about booze, and now we're here. All right.
Best birthday ever.
Look
at the jest now.
Oh my God.
It's amazing.
Thank you guys so much for all the love. All right, without further ado, let's land the train. Elisa, just so you know, landing the train is something that we do on this podcast, which is basically our shout-out segment. So if there's anybody that you'd like to shout out, you may do so now. And you may also, and we encourage you to plug all of the things related to you. Where can people find you on the internet? Where can they find your content, your music, everything? Plug everything that you need to plug. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
Okay, so I am brand conscious. Therefore, you can find me at ElisaRockDoc. That is at ElisaRockDoc. I've had coquito, clearly. ElisaRockDoc. And you can find me there on all the things. I'm going to start streaming a little bit more on Twitch because this was hella fun. So I'm going to start doing that more there. We have a semi-weekly show where we do sometimes Rocksmith. Maybe not as much nowadays, but also acoustic, original, and covers. So come keep up the requests. Find me there. Also on YouTube, I do really random music-related videos, ElisaRockDoc on YouTube. If you are interested at all in a continuation of information about DMCA chat, or if you are musician or musician adjacent and you kind of want to know how to make your way in the music business world, my friend Ryan is an entertainment lawyer. You can find him at breakthebusiness.com. My husband, who's probably going to walk into that door any minute, is an amazing guitar player. His name is Evan Lamb, like Mary had a little, and you can find him at Evan Lamb Guitar on Twitter. And shout out to Dom. How long have we known each other, Dom?
PAX East 2011?
Goddamn!
Yeah. So
Long
shout out
time.
to Dom for finally having me on. Because shout out to y'all because it's your fucking birthday, and that is awesome. And I feel incredibly honored and privileged to be here on this most auspicious of days with all of you. And shout out to your community because they're dope as And I just kind of want to hang out now. Please have me back on the show, if only so I can laugh at all of you and with you. And
there's a lot of laughing at. There's definitely a lot of laughing at.
There's some laughing with.
There's some. There's some.
I'm so happy that I was able to do this and be here with you folks. And yeah, just find me at ElisaRockDoc on all the things. Oh right, three more things, and then I'll let y'all go. Stay safe, stay hydrated.
True.
Eat real food, Chris. And no matter what you do, always be sure to rock on. I love all of you guys. Shout out to y'all. Also,
hell yeah.
There's a very important one there.
Thank you.
Bath and Body Works gang.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
Eat real food. I will try my best. Elisa, first time meeting. It was awesome. I think we said hi in passing at PAX a couple of years ago. But this has been super fun. It was great virtually meeting you. Hopefully when this whole bullshit ends, could actually go out, do something, grab somebody with everyone at PAX or whatnot. That'll be really fun. But thank you for coming on. Happy you were here for the full year. And then last but definitely not least, I want to thank everyone that's here tonight. Truly. It's been a wild fucking ride. It's really been a long time. If you think about it, 4 years, man. And I know we talk about this, and I always get sentimental when it comes to this shit. But we didn't know what this was going to be. We just wanted to do it because we wanted to do it. We've met some incredible people along the way that supported like a motherfucker, still do. And like I said, we're not done yet. So we still got a lot in the tank, and things are looking good. But we couldn't be this far without you guys. It's difficult first starting off because there's not that many people there. You don't know that many people. So you got to do it for the love of the game, and we still do it for the love of the gang. But having you guys here every week, it's really dope. Being able to talk to everyone in Discord daily, playing games with one another, it's really cool. So shout out to the WGG fam. It's been real. Other than that, let me see if we have any 5-star reviews that I can read. Because if you want to shout out from me on here, please leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. It really helps us within the rankings. Let me see if we got one. We got one. No, we don't have any currently, but the one from last week, the first line is Chris, you are handsome. So I will say that one again. But that's all I got. Shout out.
No. We aren't recycling here. We're not recycling.
No, that's why I didn't read the whole thing. I just the spark notes, if you would.
Bob,
what do you got?
I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it. Elisa, shout out to you for coming on. Thank you so much. It's always super interesting to get someone's insight, when they're more familiar with a topic than, say, any of us would be. And that's specifically like in correspondence to the music stuff, which it's it's really good to get like another perspective, almost like definitely a more informed perspective. So it's much appreciated. And of course we would love to have you on again. We got some shit from the YouTube. New subscriber Jose, new sub Andrew K, comment from Jared W. My thoughts exactly. It's one of the TikTok, one of the shorts that Chris posted. JB on our 200th episode. By the way, I should be getting all of the backlogged VODs for the podcast up on YouTube. I've been working through that project for the past couple of months. I only have a couple left to upload, so stay tuned for the rest of those. If you've missed them, they're at youtube.com/Wicked Gaming, the VODs. Check them out there because they'll soon be taken down from Twitch for who the fuck knows what reason. What else? Darius H, bro, get off Giannis. He deserves a PS5.
You can skip over the shorts.
He carries every year since 2016. Okay. Thank you so much. Some Russian name at 51 girls4night.online. Thank you so much for that. I would suggest not going to that website. Another Russian name at 33 seconds, virtual-chat-girls.online. Also, probably don't recommend going to that one, but thank you for the comment and the engagement. James commented, Jib Jim here. Where's Dr. Bob's Guess My Game? Been waiting months for this. Always a good game when Dom gets hyped, and Chris says that's me done. Also, it's penguin, not penguin. You fucking weirdo, Chris. Okay, thank you for that comment.
I mean, I say it right. That's fine, but whatever.
My cousin Chris too commented, "What a handsome young man" in the thumbnail on my case opening video. Thank you so much. Inga commented at 43 dirk-girl.com. Probably wouldn't go to that one. Pokey Simp, Dr. Bob is a weapon. You could borrow my gloves if you like. Thank you so much. I wish we knew who you were. Dylan commented, nice case openings. Nice to see you get a good skin. Broke even at the very worst. Sick. Alice, a great clutch, bro. I've subbed to you. We make pretty similar content. Like, okay.
I saw promo, pal.
Dude.
Delete that shit.
I mean, hey, they didn't link their own fucking page. You could comment all you want. We get 3 more. Last of Us writers replied, hey, bro, the value of a PS5 is like buying a simple birthday card to him. Great opinion. New sub, Ryan B. And then Darius Elton, Wicked Good Gaming, oh, good. I think he meant to say, oh, God, but you were close. So, yeah, if you want to get shouted out by me, yeah, oh, good. Subscribe to us at youtube.com/Wicked Good Gaming. Leave a comment. You know, it's much appreciated. I'm still working on getting the rest of the VODs up. There are some missing because they were deleted by Twitch. Thank you so much, Twitch. We really do appreciate all of the help and support that you give to us in these trying times. It's really much appreciated.
We have breaking news, Bob.
What's up?
We just found out who Pokey Simp was.
Who?
It's Wolf. Well, Fenbrand now.
Wait.
No.
Yeah, Wolf has been Pokey Simp this entire time. I've known that for like a month.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he put it in the chat like a month ago. You guys didn't see it?
No.
Yeah, he's been.
Oh my God! All right.
Damn.
All right. Well, thank you, Wolf. Now people don't think it's my burner account. Much appreciated.
Face revealed today.
Yeah.
Yes, for real.
All right. So last but not least, me, Elisa. Thank you so much for joining us. Been a long time coming. It's big shout out to the Frag Dolls who were basically like part of the reason why we were like in the same place at PAX. I was still working for GameStop at the time and just like got the opportunity to work at the Ubisoft booth, and I thought that was cool as fuck. You were there as well. Also, PMS Clan was there, so big shout out to them, who was a big part of that event. And I got to get into my first PAX after party that year. I'm pretty sure I was like 20, or I don't know. I'm not at liberty to say. Maybe I got the stamp on the wrist and didn't didn't maybe meet the age requirement. But I mean, it's, who's to say? But big shout out to you. Thank you so much for coming on. Please go, if you're listening to this, go follow and engage with any content that revolves around ElisaRockDoc. Go check all of that stuff out. Big shout out to everybody who kept the hype train rolling for like 20 straight minutes. It's always good to have like a good stretch of the podcast where you can't hear anything else because the chime from Streamlabs keeps going off. So absolutely love that. And thank everybody for... I didn't intend for this to be a 2.5 hour episode of the podcast. It's usually an hour. But hey, here we are once again doing that. So thank you for bearing with us. Big shout out to everybody who gifted subs. Jess with 10 gifted, Wolf with 12 gifted, Hoodie with 5 gifted, tons of bits from Disco D, Jess, JB, everybody. Thank you guys so much. I mean, I really, really can't stress enough our gratitude for the support the past 4 years. There's been a lot that we've all gone through. There's been a lot that we've all grown past and through and above and around, and you know, our lives have all changed a lot in the last 4 years, even not even related to the show. But you know, the show has kind of grown a life of its own and a community of its own, and it just is really great to see. So it's great to see great people supporting great people, and I'm not even talking about us. I'm talking about the community. The way they support each other is still the proudest thing for me that's come out of this. So big shout out to everybody for sure. And then last but not least, the charity that we're doing. Please go get yourself an ugly sweater. We're going to be running it until the Friday before Christmas. The WGG 2020 ugly sweater. Every single dime of a proceed is going towards Toys for Tots to make sure that every single kid can find a little bit of loot under their tree this year. Make sure you go get it. It kind of looks like this, but it's different this year. You see this one is Let's Get This Gingerbread, but the gingerbread man is back this year. He's back, and he's in a little sleigh, and it's got a bunch of loot boxes behind it, and it says, give me the loot on it. So make sure you go buy one. Every single solitary dime that we make from that is going to go to Toys for Tots. So if you want to support an awesome cause, it is an absolutely incredible cause. It's a cause that's near and dear to my heart. The past 5 years, my mom has raised a lot of money for Toys for Tots and a lot of donations, but she can't do it this year. So, I figured it would be great for us to do that. We're going to start working on a potential charity stream as well to really juice those donations. So you guys have all really showed out and showed a ton of support for charities in the past that we've done. And this is our third this year. So we want to continue that and end the year on a strong note. So if you can, grab one of those sweaters. I think they're $35 or something like that, and I think 20 of it goes towards Toys for Tots, and the 15 goes to Threadless. So all the proceeds go straight there. We'll donate them right at the end. We're going to donate them the second that the Friday before Christmas, just so that money can be used this year. And it's an incredible cause. So if you can, please support it. wickedgoodgaming.com/shop. I think it's just merch in the chat. Yeah, it's merch.
Yep.
wickedgoodgaming.com/shop. It's the most recent thing. So go check that out. And thank you for the support if you've bought one already. That's all we got. This has been our 4-year episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast, episode 209. Elisa, thank you so much once again for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for supporting us. We love you so much, and we will see you next week. Mwah.
Hell yeah.